Sorry, you were muted.
Sorry, I often am. There's a hot chocolate on the way for Mr. Beaver.
Emergency hot chocolate.
It's an emergency hot chocolate situation. We're watching.
There's so many things moving.
There's-
I feel like I see the mouse going, and I just want to.
I put a side of Bailey's on it, like it's so optional. But
Oh, a side of Bailey's with a hot chocolate. Ooh, this is gonna be a fun show, kids and cubs.
and we're watching.
Get the Beaver started early. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at this beauty, kids and cubs. Look at that.
Yeah, I got a pint.
It seems they were really generous with the Baileys too.
Oh, they were, as they are. And we're watching some fire on television, which makes total sense.
Yes.
Are we back up?
Yeah,
are you guys back up?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, and we're moving. Yay.
All right, stepping back.
Okay, I just can't seem to get the other camera to work for some reason.
Okay, well, we'll just do it with one camera, and if you need to step in, we'll just cozy in and snuggle.
I will snuggle with you anytime you ask me to.
I love a good snuggle.
Alrighty. Well, and I don't know why it looks so dark, because I have lots of lights on us. I don't know why. It looks dark, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does really. Yeah, we do look darker than usual.
Cares.
All right. Just let me know when you're ready.
We're good.
We're
We're
good.
good.
The intro.
No,
All
we're
right.
good. We're good.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess before the, I don't know. Do we edit this later or when we leave it up?
No, just leave it. It's fine.
I don't. Listen, nobody's going to watch. Like,
Well,
13 minutes.
I'll figure it out later. Don't ask me that now.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon. And hello, kids and cubs, and welcome to the True North Eager Beaver monthly PubCast for December 2024, our final one of the year. Woo-hoo. As you can see, we look very, very, very festive today. I am your host, the Eager Beaver. Pronouns he, him, hey, Mr. Beaver. And with me, as always, is my good friend, Mr. Grizzly. And right over here, if you just sneak in right there, is Mademoiselle Fox, just waving hello. Big thank you goes to our podcast family sponsors, the Peppermaster, the Misfit Mysteries from Corvin Moon Publishing, and CanadianTarot.com. Forgot to mention, today, recording day, is Saturday, December 14th, 2024, and it is an absolutely delightful day outside here at the Beaver Lodge. Unfortunately, it seems that there's a couple of stars that are misaligned because everything today seems to be slightly more difficult than it needs to be for no real apparent reason. But there you go.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
That's okay. Keep smiling and keep plugging your way through, and eventually you find a fix. For those of you who have been following the progress through the day, you saw me, your royal queen Beaver, your royal with cheese queen Beaver, because your demand climber taking her glamorous chariot from Coach Canada Bus from Kingston all the way here, and then getting to the beautiful nation's capital and realizing that the delectable O-train chariot was not functioning today, so we had to take the regular bus chariot, which was fine, but the regular bus chariot did not travel down the transway roads because them too were closed, so we had to use the common roads, apparently, and that took way more time. So that is why your queen, even though I said 2 o'clock, is neither late nor early, but arrived precisely on time. You were all early. But that is why I wasn't here at 2. And it seems that this is a common theme for the day because Mr. Grizzly's had his hands full too, it appears. So, but what matters now, kids and cubs, my lovelies, is that we are all together. And we are here for a PubCast. And for those who are new to the PubCast, remember, we have one really, really special rule. What is that, Mr. Grizzly?
No politics.
No politics today.
No religion either, but
Yeah. I mean, unless we're talking about the season and stuff like that. But
is that really even part of the season anymore?
Well, I mean,
it's supposed to be.
There's not just us, right? There's many people
True.
celebrating lots of stuff in
well,
this period.
Didn't Hanukkah just start yesterday?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like very. Yeah.
I got you this.
Oh, lovely.
So the wireless mics.
Yeah.
So you can put one slides in here, and then this goes right over it,
Okay.
and then you can pin the other one to your shirt.
Ah, perfect.
So you can interview people.
Love it.
Yeah, and it works with your phone as well. So that's what I did when I was at the CAEH. I used 2 of those.
Nice.
Plug it right into my phone, and it works like a charm.
I'm sorry to correct you, but you have to spell that out. You can't just say an acronym and not spell it
Canadian Alliance to End Homelessness.
Thank you, because it's really important.
Yes. Hello, Eager Beaver here for TNEB News. Hi. I like this. So tell me, what do you think?
I don't think about much right now.
Personal space.
Gotta fix my chapeau.
Can I just cackle in the background?
Sure.
Okay,
Please do. I see you polished today.
Polished?
Yes, it was nice.
No. No, I didn't wax my skull.
All right. So yeah. But no, what really matters is that we are all here together today. Of course, got my bling here, of course, fashion and glamour. But it's the holiday season. So if any of you kids and cubs over the course of the afternoon would like to share with us what it is that you plan to do for the season, whether you observe a particular holiday or not, but what it is that you have planned, if you plan to spend some time with family and friends, if you found that absolute perfect gift, let us know what it is, and well, maybe not for whom, because they might be watching. But
yeah, don't tell on your friends.
Or if you happen, because I saw Kit Cassie the other day make some absolutely fantastic, mouth-watering cookies. So if you have that special dish that you make for the holidays that has everybody knocking down your door and very sad if they don't get an invite this year, please let us know what it is.
Well, yeah, I should have moved that camera over there, but we'll just deal with it what it is. I had got almost everything set up and ready to go. I was sitting here, turned on the computer, and the keyboard that I had brought, it looked like the batteries were dead and it wouldn't communicate. So I had to run home and grab another keyboard. And I knew this one would work because I use it every day. So, yeah, would have been on at 2, but that glitch and then the camera glitch and then, technology just doing what it wants to do to us when it wants to do it, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Are you on the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I'm on the Wi-Fi.
It won't go through on the Wi-Fi.
No, but at least the chat comes through. I saw a little earlier that some people were saying they had trouble hearing me. I hope that's not still the case. But
it should be good
please
now.
give us a sign. I think so too, because I hear myself in the headphones, that we should be fine. And then Kit Elaine says, hot chocolate is always called for. I'm correct. Well, of course.
I'm having cold chocolate in the form of Guinness.
Ooh. We like our dark drinks here at the Beaver Lodge. Hot chocolate, coffee, Guinness.
Elaine, we love you.
We do. Kit Linda was singing Let It Go while we were frozen.
Okay.
I wish. I'm only mad because I wish I had thought of it first.
Well, slow start to the day. What can I say? We're here. I guess that's all that really matters now. We have Mademoiselle Fox and I have a party we have to go to later this evening. So once I tear all this down and bring it home, we got to head across town. But I might reach out to my friend Sasha because she's going. Maybe we can get a lift with her.
Kit Elaine is being naughty.
Oh, how so?
Quote, if I can get camera control back up, giggles. Apparently Mr. Grizzly is having problems keeping it up. Odd thing to tell us all, giggles.
Elaine, that is very naughty talk.
Naughty. Kit Elaine, you're going on Mr. Beaver's naughty list. And you will get some extra treats this year.
What to say about that.
As soon as Canada Post gets up, we're going to send you some coal.
Extra. No. When you're on Mr. Beaver's naughty list, you get extra treats. He approves. There's such thing as appropriately naughty.
That was freaking hilarious.
I got sound pads here. There we go.
All right, there we go.
And sad trombone. These are just the built-in ones. I think I can add more. I don't know, but this little handheld device, basically, the Pod Track Zoom P4. It's a great little unit, so you can plug 4 mics in. Ordinarily, I do plug 4 mics in, but if we have anybody remote, I have to shut off one mic, and I was in a rush, so I didn't plug in the 4th mic. We don't have the second camera operating for some reason, so, there you are.
It's all good, my friend. It's all good. It's all good. We got some input already from the kids who are really fast. Miss Shadika said, Christmas to me was never about Jesus. I sang the songs and all.
You look insane.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'm
sorry,
funny.
that's not a word that we use, but there we go. That's better.
So, Miss Shadika, Christmas to me was never about Jesus. I sang the songs and all, but just feel like it's celebrating an ending to the year. Family and generosity and Santa. Kit Linda M. Yesterday, I looked out my window and there was a Cinderella carriage going down my street, all white, pulled by 2 horses with a costume coachman driving it and a footman standing on the back. And you didn't come and say hi? Seriously. Kit Cassie. Not political, but funny. Premier Wab Canoe had the ugliest Christmas sweater on to greet visitors to the legislature open house last weekend. And she says, ski every day over Christmas break. Now that's a life. Someone's doing life well.
I'd love to be able to do that.
Indeed.
I did get out skiing at Lake Louise, though, so some of the best skiing in the country. But contrary to popular belief, it wasn't powder. It was actually like a good day at Tremblant. There was a bit of ice, a lot of man-made snow, or person-made snow, or artificial snow. I'm getting a dirty look here because I said man-made. Sorry. Old habits die hard sometimes. Person-made snow. And it's a fucking manhole, by the way, not a person hole. I know women who work in the business call it a manhole, too.
Oh.
You don't call it a person hole because that has a negative connotation.
I need to repress now. I need to fight the urge. Because I'm thinking of another hole.
Oh, stop it.
I'm sorry. I'm saying nothing.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to. Just give me the side, side eye. I'm getting the side eye over here.
Your reaction made me third of a second hole, too.
I'm not saying anything about holes.
Oh, holy night.
I don't even know what to say. I think I know what the problem is with that camera, though.
Themes. Oh my! See, I'm having thoughts that I don't know if I should say because I'm going to go to hell if I say them.
Well,
that's the theme song at every.
Oh, holy night!
Holy night!
Yeah, I went there. It's a PubCast. I don't care. I'm not holding back.
Well, fair enough. I think I can fix that camera. I think I have to change a cable, and it should work. Everybody's just got the giggles right now.
Oh man!
It's not long enough. Oh well.
Don't get me
Yeah, it's a giggle fest here. I'm gonna have to get some food.
Every now and then, I'm really, really happy I'm gay.
Me too.
Because oh my god,
me too.
The things that go through my head.
I'm half gay. I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
What is half gay? What does that mean?
Only on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Only on days that end in Y. What?
I'm just pro gay. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I'm super hetero.
Shut up. Me too.
Really?
You're just learning this for the first time, are we?
We can unpack that. But...
Stop it, you two.
Accidental humor.
We can't help it. I'm sorry. You can't put me beside Douglas and not have me say stupid things.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. I know.
Oh, okay.
I know.
So I know that somewhere yet somebody's tweeted we don't need no rails by now.
What rails?
Exactly. Probably, you know what? I'm not going to read the first Christmas thing that's next on my list because it has to do with someone we love, and his name probably shouldn't follow this discussion immediately. So I will go to.
The mic is falling. Nothing's working today. Jesus Christ Almighty.
Kit Linda M says. Someone must have been, but not me. People around here do the most random stuff sometimes. Cassie Lake, if Mel gets moving, maybe Paul's barbecue apron will finally get there. Yeah, true. Should start moving soon, from what we heard in the news.
Yeah, they've been sent back to work, as I understand it.
Yes.
So,
And Ms. Shadika says, Mateo isn't watching, so I'll say that I bought a Santa letter and nice list certificate PDF on Etsy from a graphic artist and created and printed them out as a surprise for Mateo, personalized. Ooh. Congratulations, you are officially on the nice list. Here's your certificate. That kind of rocks.
I think so. Yes, my mic keeps falling down for some reason. I don't know what is going on.
Shouldn't have taken the red pill.
I didn't take any. I took my vitamins. That's all I took.
I can't help it. I'll take away my membership card if I don't. All right. Oh, man. Look at Linda. My husband wants to know why I'm laughing so hard in a room by myself. Cassie, Douglas, and Bridget are like the giggling siblings in the backseat. Paul is the dad driving them, telling them to behave. Don't make me come back there. You're making too much noise. How am I supposed to focus on the road? Stop laughing or I'll give you something to laugh about.
I honestly
Said
don't
no
know.
parent ever.
I don't know what's happening. We'll just tighten up the shot a little bit. There we go.
Come on.
What?
I was supposed to let that one pass by?
No, you can't. I am going to give a little. Oh, wrong way. There we go. We can get us in a three-way shot here. Settle down.
You can't
Title of my sex tape.
Settle down. I said shot.
Say that.
You can't say that.
There's the.
You can't say anything with shot and not expect us to make it dirty.
You can't say what you just said because it's not appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, turn the camera this way. Get a beaver shot.
All right. Put me in the beaver shot.
Just a minute. Jesus Christ.
Okay. I'm like,
whoa.
Paul, sometimes you say things that are inappropriate.
They're so, you should be like, it's like when you're watching sports and they say these sentences that are like totally not dirty in sports, but as soon as you put them in another context, you're like, oh God, dude.
Yeah, so
and it got him right in the ball. Or something.
Three-way beaver shot is something that you should not say. I'm just saying. I'll just say.
I said a three-way shot, not a three-way beaver shot.
Now, kids and cubs, for Christmas 2024, Mr. Beaver's new sex tape, three-way beaver shot. Buy it today.
Well, I hope he does not have a sex tape because I would not be happy about that.
I don't have a sex tape.
Okay, good.
Jesus. My mother watches this show sometimes.
Okay, I'm sorry, Misty. I retract the statement.
Mm-hmm.
You mean you're pulling out?
Oh, stop it. That's it. I'm going home. What the hell has gotten into these two today?
3 nights in a row this week with very little sleep. And 2 days where everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Let's have some fun here. Let's have some fun here.
Okay, can I ask you? You don't have to find it. Yeah. Okay, Douglas. You are ridiculous.
I'm ridiculous.
Awesome.
Yes.
There's a TikTok video, or I saw it on Instagram, where two women are watching football. Okay, I'm not going to repeat it.
Okay, I'm having fun because I just put the virtual background, right? So
okay,
take,
over talker.
What? I'm having fun.
No, it's good. And they're watching football commentary, and it's like the things that the people are saying are like really inappropriate. It's like, oh, he just took that one down the throat.
Ooh my.
And like it goes on from there. Like I won't repeat other things, but and it's just like two women sitting on the couch, and they're watching a football game, and the commentary is really quite saucy.
Certainly seems like it.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Standing down,
Oh,
Malin standing down.
Mhm.
Kidlinda M. Raging Beaver should be the name of the OnlyFans show.
Oh my
Oh my god! Sometimes on when I'm typing on my cell phone, Eager Beaver, because the R is close to the E, and all of a sudden it's Rager Beaver that shows up. It's like, ooh, I need to autocorrect that before I post.
Rager Beaver?
Yeah, instead of Eager, yeah, because apparently,
Well, that's, yeah, I guess that
yes,
would be different.
it works. If I
Sounds
hit the R instead of the E, I get Rager Beaver
It
instead.
sounds like a sexually transmitted disease.
Doctor, well, I got myself a case of Rager Beaver. Oh. What do you need?
Well,
A shot.
I don't even know what to say anymore. There's no rails to go off of. We never had any to begin with. These two are doubled over with laughter, and I'm trying to play the straight man here. I'm the Tim Conway
to
the Harvey Korman. Oh my god! I walked right into that one, didn't I? Oh Jesus!
We always do. You were playing. Welcome to the club, my brother. Welcome to the club.
Thank God someone's straight on this show.
It's you.
Wait, what? Oh my god! I don't even know what to say
Oh
anymore.
God, I'm laughing so hard. I'm coughing. I'm actually sweating. I'm wet. I've got pools under.
Don't even just say it. I'm sorry, moist?
I'm moist.
I'm gonna go get you some water.
And now for our public service announcement. Remember to always keep your beaver moist for optimum functioning.
I got nothing.
Why do you know so much about beavers?
I don't know, really, given that I've never seen. Live.
I just yeah, I got nothing.
I'm not I've seen them on TV.
I'm not a real doctor. I just play one on television.
I'm not a real beaver.
You just play one on YouTube.
Oh my god. Okay, now that the bad influence has gone to the I'm blaming her. I'm blaming her.
I gotta eat. I haven't eaten anything today.
Oh yeah, me too. Actually, I'm a little hungry today. Whew, okay. Kids and cubs. Unfortunately, not good news, not devastating news, of course, but not good news for those of you who had heard that I went to audition for a chorus line. Anyway, I didn't get it. I didn't get it, although they like my read for lead. So, yeah, no chorus line for the Beaver this year.
Well,
and
perhaps
probably
next year.
no musicals for the Beaver this year, which is a little sad because I like them very, very, very much.
Well, maybe next year. There's
Maybe
always
next
next year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew I was pushing it. I was a little long in the tooth for it.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to be considerably younger for the role, eh?
Yeah. Well, for all the dancers in the role, I mean, there really was only Zach. So I'm there. Yeah.
I don't
Unfortunately,
know any of the people in it because I've never seen a chorus line.
Zach is the director of the show who's auditioning all the people because the chorus line is basically an audition.
I mean, it's about
So
theater.
yeah, so it's the audition. So he's but on that one, well, because Zach doesn't really sing or dance, it strictly is just acting. And well, for that role, there's a lot more competition because anybody in the city that would like to be in a musical but doesn't sing or dance, that's probably the one of the few roles in the entire musical canon.
Alrighty.
Do that. So yeah, sadly.
So for you folks at home who think, gee, that background looks familiar. This is where I got it from. We're sitting in front of it.
He liked it so much
Really?
he brought it home.
See, it's real. This one's real. Real. A bit of a glare there, but I can't do much about that. I can just do that all day, I guess, I suppose. Sorry. He's kidding.
Don't do that.
I bathed earlier.
Did you bathe?
I bathed and I deodorized. I even put on some cologne.
Mm-hmm.
God's breath. That's what it's called.
Which is from Jen. So thank you, Jen.
Ooh la la.
Yes, she sent me a couple of things, actually. God's breath is one of them. And the other one, I forget what the name of it was, but I really liked it. It's green. And I don't know. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good.
Is it also the solid cologne?
Yeah, it's solid. Yeah.
I think that's so brilliant.
Yeah. Well, that's because you can carry it with you anywhere, right? It's just a little bit. No problem. It's not like you're carrying a bottle of Obsession around or something,
Yeah.
you know?
I think the one she sent me was Lord of Misrule,
Mhm.
I believe.
Yes, that was the other one. That was the other one.
Yeah.
I like that one too. God's Breath and Lord of Misrule.
Mhm.
And I'm not normally one to, like, normally what I wear is Atkinson's Oud Save the King Mystic Essence, which is just, it's like 1 ounce and it's about $180. It ain't cheap. So, being the current financial state that I'm currently in, I will not be purchasing that for a little while.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to jump in just for a moment. So to dear Jen, she sent us a few products, and the one that she sent me was called Lust. I'm like,
Ooh,
thank
la.
you very much. And I'm just going to tell you it works. Sometimes.
I'm not making any commentary at all.
Ooh.
I'm not saying anything.
I need to put a little of that behind my ears. Damn.
Damn.
Beaver, sweetie. I need you to smell something.
So we've got 3 modes: quick flash, quick flash, slow flash, solid. Do we like the flash or the solid? We need a thumbs up. Which one? We're going to go. I don't like that one's too distracting. I like that one. No, we'll just go with solid for now. Oh, stop it. Not everything I say has sexual innuendo, unless you see it
You may
that
not
way.
intend it,
Yeah.
but it's there.
Yeah, all right.
It's
Fine.
there.
Fine.
Beaver on the brain.
Mm.
All right, sometimes what else do we have here?
Things are getting ridiculous.
Oh God!
Oh, there's whiskey shots?
Just helped.
I'm winning.
I could tell by the shots. I'm so sorry.
Oh, are we
No, I
doing
love
whiskey?
it. Sorry, we'll be quiet and polite.
Woo!
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what's happened? Oh, how did whiskey shots come about?
I don't know. Somebody.
Did somebody purchase us whiskey shots?
It wasn't me. Oh, it was you. All right. So now.
Oh my. Okay, so let's see. We are how many minutes into the show? Not even 40 minutes yet, and I'm already mixing. Oh, this is going to be. This is definitely something we would counsel me to
I
do.
believe we call this Christmas cheer. All right. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Sociable, everybody.
JMO, I think.
Well, it's
That's
not
why there's
apple
water.
cider.
No. That is whiskey.
We'll feel that going down.
You're welcome.
Oh, I guess you don't drink whiskey often, eh?
Alex, you're welcome.
Very, very, very little. Ooh.
Well,
especially since the dark liquors tend to make people flip a switch a little earlier, sooner than the clear ones.
Honestly, like I'm in serious danger of a street fight.
Oh,
why?
I'm kidding. If I don't, because I don't drink that stuff.
You just made us drink 3 shots of whiskey, though.
Yeah, I know. But so.
Oh, my rubber arm, she twisted.
Yes, well, you know.
So I'll just tell a little story, and this is a shout out to Dan. I don't know if he's on. I can't.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not reading the chat, but
Yeah, Dan's on.
he's like,
Oh, yes?
he's like,
Oh, yeah, there he is.
If I was to have somebody in a street fight, it would be you. I'm like, thank you very much.
Who, me? I'd be in a street fight?
No, me.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Sorry, you're too polite.
Well, I usually talk my way out of things like that, and
no, that's best.
I don't want to throw hands if I don't have to. Doesn't mean I don't know how. Just because I'm a pacifist doesn't mean I don't know how to defend myself.
No,
I do.
mean, the first thing you should do is avoid a fight.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Talk your way out of it. Yeah.
The second thing you should do is flee.
Well,
And the
yeah.
third thing you should do is fight if you have to. But
Well-
anyway, I'm invited to be in a street fight with Dan, so thank you. If
I've-
it comes to that.
I've been known to go a little bit ballistic vocally, so that most people, if push came to shove, wouldn't want to engage because that motherfucker crazy. He crazy, man. Stay away from that guy.
No.
So,
No, but I want to, Dan, I want to thank you for saying that I could be in your street fight club. If
street
it came
fight club.
Oh yeah.
if it came to that,
Oh, I've said that too. It's like if I'm in a street fight, I want you on my right flank with a baseball bat. Thank you very much.
thank you very much.
Well,
So, sorry, I'm going to do my Paul voice. Thank you very much.
well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. You're wonderful. I'm Batman.
Oh, there goes the panty drop.
Is that what that sound was?
Oh, yep. I heard it.
She's laughing.
He says those words, and then everybody goes, "Ah!"
I'm Batman.
Like
Yeah.
that Eddie Murphy skit. Michael Jackson. No, that wasn't Michael Jackson. That was James Brown. The women go.
I'm gonna look that up because I don't know it, to be honest. But so Paul has told me, and like he's not a jealous person. I am. I'm
No,
a little bit
I'm
jealous,
not.
but he's like, women hit on me all the time when I talk on the radio, voice, internet thing. They're like, they hit him up. They're like,
Hmm?
I'm like, I don't like that at all. He's like, I just don't.
First time I heard him speak, I almost threw my pennies on the stage.
He's like, I just don't reply. I'm
No,
like-
I don't.
Well, okay, good.
Why would I reply?
If I have to go there and punch them in the throat, I will.
No.
No, I'm
No,
kidding.
no,
I would
Bridget.
not do that. I'm anti-violence. You
Bridget,
know
darling,
that.
you do. There's a very, very important rule. See, when you hear a voice like that,
You can't.
thinking about a voice like that and where you could go with it is just human. Acting upon it is naughty.
It is agreed, and he would
that
never.
voice is a gift.
It is a gift, and I know that Paul would never act upon that, and
No.
that's one of the 100 reasons I love him. So.
I, however, am not that scrupulous.
Well, so
There's a reason God didn't give me a voice like that. I'm just saying.
let's just. I don't want to tell tales out of school, so I won't. Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm not going to tell tales. No, we're not doing that. We're not going to do that.
Okay. Then I think I heard a bell. Class is in.
Yes.
Class is in.
Classes.
Now you are in school. Tell tales.
I'm not doing. No, not doing it. Not doing it.
We can rise for the national anthem first.
I'm dying. I'm dying over here. Like, I'm just dying.
I don't even know what to
The
say.
kids demand entertainment.
I figured out why we were so dark earlier, though. The lighting was, the auto exposure was too low. See, it was down
Okay.
here,
Ah,
I'm
right?
sorry. That is the most boring thing I've ever heard.
Well,
But I love you, and your lighting is exceptional.
I look good.
I mean,
That's all I'm saying.
Douglas and I look fantastic,
Mm.
and so do you.
I don't know. I think I should
Sorry.
wear the shirt more
I'm so
often, though,
sorry.
because it's funny.
Finding my light.
It's funny.
My
It's funny
best
and
side.
festive.
I didn't mean to be disrespectful. Your
didn't think
lighting
you were-
skills are exceptional.
Oh, yes.
And,
I didn't think you were being disrespectful.
Okay, good. I didn't.
I'm not. I'm not the delicate flower you think I am.
Well, I'm a delicate flower.
Oh yeah, I know. Yes, I know.
Kittle into him. The guys are back up. I'm going to assume that wasn't in the theme of what was going on earlier.
I guess the PubCast is for telling tales, but some tales need to be kept private and should not be shared with the World Wide Web. You know,
Can we get Cole's notes version?
no, because she'd be upset. So,
I'm trying, kids. I'm trying.
not telling tales at
Okay.
school. I'm not doing it.
See, Mr. Grizzly passed the test. A true gentleman never tells.
No, you don't. You just don't do that. You don't do that.
That's why I don't call myself a gentleman.
Well,
No,
I'm a
I am.
gentle lady,
Yeah,
and
yes.
I'll tell you anything.
A true
you
gentleman
want.
never tells. That's true.
Let's all have some water.
No, I'm two fisting it.
Double fisting the water. You got water, hot chocolate, and Bailey's.
Woo! And if I love them
Well,
enough, I'll grow an extra hand.
If you're not going to drink this, I will.
I will. Well, you can have some.
No,
But I'm drinking it.
Yeah.
May I tell a story? It's about a bush party.
Bridget. You don't have to ask.
Just tell.
You
Just
don't have
do
to
it.
ask, because if we turn around one day and go, no,
This is the
you
thing.
can't tell a story.
She does
We're
this.
going to look like dicks. So
She
just don't ask.
does this to me all the time. We'll be at home and she goes, "Can I tell you a story?" And I'm like, "Just do it."
Well, I'm Story McStory. Sometimes I overtell my stories, but
Whoops, a little bit sometimes, yeah. Well, you do sometimes. What? What?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you do.
But that's okay. They can't all be winners.
No.
okay, I think that you're both being rude, and I still love you.
But we want to hear it.
Well, tell the
Okay.
story.
So, what? I'm just teasing. I don't. You guys can say whatever you want to me. It doesn't matter. One of my favorite things to do when I grew up in Kitchener-Waterloo was to go to bush parties. It's a bush party story, which is about bushes and parties.
I'm going to leave that one alone. Not gonna.
I feel the line. She's going fishing.
So,
Yeah, she is. Definitely going fishing.
no, but seriously, we would go to a bush. We would go to bush parties, and it was like right in the center of our town. And the most
You had a bush in the center of the town?
Is it burning?
Well,
Sorry.
It was like 3 kilometers from my house, and yeah, it was right. The bush was burning right in the center of my town. And the most exciting thing
There's a cream for that.
was like, obviously I made out with Wayne Proudlove in the bushes.
Oh,
You
okay.
said a name.
Oh yeah, it's okay. He
Oh,
won't. He's
okay.
not watching. And
He's not watching? You sure about that?
pretty sure.
He is now.
And then like somebody would call the police, and we were just like, run. So we just ran home, and that was a good night.
Okay, that was...
Okay.
No, like truly, like we're
Okay,
like,
no, that was not a very good story.
it's actually an excellent story. The popo would come.
No, it really wasn't. It's kind of pointless.
Something has to happen after the popo comes.
We just
Okay,
went home. Oh, okay.
That's it. We just went home. My mom would be waiting for me by the stairs, and she'd be like, where the heck were you?
Where the
I'm
heck
like,
Did you
were
tell
you?
the truth?
No.
Of course not. Huh? Liar,
I
liar,
was like-
pants on fire.
I was at a bush party, and that's all that you need to know. She's like, well, I'm glad you're home.
Mm-hmm. You got to get closer to your mic there, babe. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
There you go.
Hang on, what's that? Oh, okay, that's what I'm like. What am I? I thought it was one of the mics. No, there's a compressor behind us that just keeps going nonstop for some reason, which is new because that's a new sound.
That's a new sound, yeah. I've
We've never had that before. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's on the fritz or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yes. Oh, and for those wondering as well, not only did I not get it, but unfortunately my Beaver sweetie didn't get it either.
The part he auditioned for. I was going to say the part he applied for. Yes, I applied for a role in your play.
Yes. I would like to submit my candidacy
My
for the role of
candidacy.
Paul in your play. But yeah, he... oh, do we have a guest? Hello. I can't see with the lights who it is.
It's Chris.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Good.
Hey,
Nice to see you.
you can join in if you want to sit.
join in if you would like.
Yeah. You just come on around.
Come on
sit-
around. Yes.
Put on some headphones and join in the party.
Get a beer and then I'll come in.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
So
What a pleasant delight.
So I'm going
Yay.
to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the chat here, if anybody wants to join in, because it is the Christmas PubCast, right?
Yes.
I'll just put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to join in, feel free. Click on that link and we'll bring you on in. We'll have some fun.
Bring your balls and your seasonal spirit. What? What'd I say?
I brought one.
I got the other.
We're just a pair of balls. Bridget's got my other Santa hat.
Now you're getting in the spirit. There you go. Took him a while to loosen them. But there we go.
Well,
or beer. Oh man! So let's see what else do we have here in the kids. Oh, chat. There we go.
I'm
It
gonna
had frozen for a bit, but now it's back in.
send a link out to my buddy in Calgary and see if he wants to join us.
All right. So
Just
Kit
gotta-
Linda M says,
Alex?
if you're going,
Yeah.
oh yes, it would be nice to meet him. If you're going to hell anyway, you might as well say what you want. Says Kit Linda M. Toronto Dan, thanks for coming out. You're welcome. That one has levels. Think about
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Well, I think I already have the application. Let me just load it up here.
Oh man. Let's see, what else do we have?
All right.
Linda M, I think I'd rather have the fun and be on the naughty list. And that's why you're the original and the best, darling. Just saying. Let's see what else we got here. Kit Linda M, did this channel go to OnlyFans and not tell us? Pardon me, I have to cough here.
Okay, you can do that. That's fine.
Oh, wait, there we go. Let's see.
Sorry.
I just got present. No, okay, not that. Hey, Cassie, OnlyFans could increase revenue to repair tech issues.
Well, that is true.
Yes. Indeed. Oh God, what I will do for what the things I've done for gigs. Again, has levels. Let's see. What else do we have here in the kids? Castle Lake, Douglas, you are a one-man chorus every day on the True North Eager Beaver.
So I'm just logging into WhatsApp so I can
Don't we have the best kits? Thank you, Kit Cassie.
send a message out to my buddy.
Kit Linda, you would have been great in it. Thank you. Miss Shadika, come move to London. Lots of musicals to audition for. I know you can't, but it would certainly be awesome to have you closer. How nice are people?
Very.
Thank you, love.
Very.
And trust me, you have such a beautiful and delightful family that if I were closer, we would definitely be spending time together. No doubt. Let's see what else. Must be that. Miss Shadika must be Beaver on the brain. Uncover the news.
That was Bam.
I said Doug and Paul a picture of the Beaver Doomlings card. I do not know what Doomlings cards are.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll have to look at that. Toronto Dan's got a joke. What do you get when you cross Richard Nixon and a clock?
A dick face.
A dog? I don't know. A dick?
Dick face.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's
That might be
hilarious.
it. I'm scrolling
Yeah,
down
that's what it
looking
is.
for
Richard
the
Nixon.
Yes.
Dick. Tricky dick. A dick face.
I was scrolling down looking for the answer and I didn't see it. But dick face, yes. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Kit playing with 3D. I got tussed in the drunk tank on Christmas Eve for singing Christmas carols linked arm in arm with a buddy one year. We got released a few hours later and told not to be so merry. I too have been told not to be so merry.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Come on.
fine.
'Tis the season to be merry. Isn't a PubCast for telling tales? It is indeed. Joe G. Yay, my first live stream. Happy holidays, True North Eager Beaver Media. Well, Kit Joe G, welcome to the Beaver Lodge. Thank you so much for stopping in today. Pull up a log, make yourself comfy, stay a while. Chat with the damn fam. Really good bunch of people. And please, if you are in the chat, feel free to let loose because we love our kits and cups when they're very appropriately naughty.
Well, you know.
Naughty and petty are not necessarily bad things and are not necessarily frowned upon at the Beaver Lodge.
There are some loose beavers in the chat. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I went there.
Yeah, you did. You definitely went there. I got to adjust something.
Okay. Though I know that might be statistically possible, I am not going to name names.
I ain't saying anything. Nothing at all.
It wasn't me.
Wow.
It was Hannah who said it. It wasn't Bridget.
You went there. You went
I
there.
like
Okay.
the tie. What do you think about the tie?
Uh,
I think it matches the shirt and the festive hat. I went with the jaunty chapeau.
as if there's any other kind.
Well, welcome, Joe G, to the party.
Yes.
We're happy to have you join us. So this is the monthly PubCast. We try and do this once a month. Usually, we're pretty successful at least doing it once a month.
Yeah.
We did do one road show where we went down to Kingston, but we had a lot of issues. A lot of issues. So we'll try another road trip again. I think I'll wait till the warm weather though, because
Yes.
it's a lot of gear to cart around. But we do this once a month, and Monday to Friday at around 7 a.m. ish, we do a political show. But during the PubCast, we do not talk politics or religion because, we're not one-dimensional individuals.
Mhm.
So you can get an idea of who we are as people, which is why we do this. Also, who doesn't love to sit around in a pub, shoot the shit, and have a couple of pints? I mean, come on, isn't that just like a wonderful way to spend an afternoon?
Absolutely.
I think it is.
Cheers.
All right.
Especially in wonderful company with good friends.
Hey, there we go.
There you go, good
Just reach
sir.
right over there. There you go.
Come on
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, so we have
This
lots
is
of lights here, so it's it's kind of hard to see because it's dark on the other side. So
I'm going to scooch in a little bit here
Yeah,
to
that's
make
fine.
some room for...
yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Just we'll need to give him a set of headphones there.
Yeah.
There's a set of headphones there, Bridget. If you could pass those to me.
I'm not sure he wants to go on.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
Okay.
No
You
problem.
don't want to come on? That's fine, though.
No, that's totally fine. Yeah, yeah.
Came to say hi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no.
I thought you wrapped up going out of certain things.
Oh, yeah,
No. We just got started.
We just got started. We started late, actually. So, yeah. There's no requirement to be on camera. That's totally cool. You can just come and hang out with us,
Big hugs.
Yeah. Well, we met at the...
Yes, at the iPolitics event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Very cool.
Chris is the man I mentioned that I went to the iPolitics event, and this was only the second time
Okay.
that somebody recognized me from the show out in public, and he said hello, and at first I was surprised and stunned
Mhm.
and didn't really know what to say, and not that I made an ass of myself, but it was like, hi, and I was I made a point later on in the evening to go by again and apologize for my ness. And,
It's funny. Every now and then I'll be out somewhere in the neighborhood and somebody will go, "Hey, Mr. Grizzly." I'm like, what? Oh, yeah. Hi. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. It's because it catches me off guard because
Yep.
I don't expect anybody to know who the hell I am.
Well,
I
same
mean,
thing. And it happened to me last night again. We we were at St. George's Cathedral in Kingston for the event of this season,
Oh, what's that?
which is the choral concert by the Mellows Early Music Choir and
Oh, right,
Heritage of
yes.
Instruments, for which we
Right.
often promote their live events. And they did record the
Well,
concert, and we will.
You
Have
remember
some promos
last
for it.
year around this time we put a promo for it on the show.
Yes.
And we got a copyright ding, and we're like, no, you don't understand. They asked us to do this.
Yes.
So we had to complain to YouTube. They're like, that's
Yes.
a copyright. I'm like, it's a copyright.
It's
No.
public domain music.
They're asking us to do this for them.
Yes.
Google, YouTube can be finicky.
Yes, indeed. So went there, and as always, it's a beautiful concert because it's a different type of Christmas concert,
Right.
because you're normally usually to the Christmas carols and the jingly stuff, and they sing 500 to 1800, right? So Bach is about as modern as they get. So, and with the Christmas concert, it's always great because they have a group called the Nava Band, and they're there with ouds and santours and just all this Middle Eastern instrumentation.
Right.
So we get we get music from that period and that part of the world as well. So it's really not your typical.
Bridget, if you pass me the headphones there, Chris will be able to hear a little bit better.
Okay.
So it's not your typical
Yeah, I'll plug them in for you.
Christmas and or Advent concert. And while I was there, I think it was near the end of the show. Big shout out to Kit Heather, who lives in the same city I do, and stopped me to say hello because she didn't know that I was going to be there and recognize me. But of course, I keep on forgetting that with this type of show and this type of interaction, there are more people who know me than I know people because you see my face 5
Right.
days a week, whereas I just see your words or your
So
avatars. And
we don't
sometimes your
always know what
faces are
you
not your
look like,
avatars.
yeah.
So people come out, it's like, hi. And it's like, and I'm like racking my brain. Okay, musical theater? No. Theater? No. Work? No. Translation? No. Volunteerism? No. It's like, I don't know how I know this person.
It's because you don't,
But I
actually.
don't.
Because you don't know them.
So, but I'm like, it was like you. I was like, oh hi, like this, and I had to. We were chatting today, and it's like I apologize for seeming like a little bit out of it yesterday. And it's like, oh, don't worry, I was out of
Can
it
you hear
too.
Can you hear us?
All good.
Excellent,
excellent.
excellent.
So, and she said, yeah, I was out of it too, and it was like, yes, well, you don't know me actually. It's like, okay. So when I was like going through the Rolodex of my mind,
Yeah.
do I know them from here, from here, from here? And I was coming up blank. Turns out I wasn't being rude or unthoughtful. We had never met. It's like,
Well, and
it's so
that-
nice to see you. But I don't know whether or not it's to say it's so nice to see you again or so nice to
It's
see
like, nice to meet you.
Ever or never?
or ever.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that will
It's like,
occasionally
ah.
happen where, and so, I'm out with, and Lola is more famous than I am by leaps and bounds.
Yes.
Everybody knows who Lola is.
Agreed. Do you want to tell her nicknames?
The Empress of Elgin
Ooh la la.
and the governess of the governor, because the name of the building I live in is the governor's in the title. I'm not giving it away. Anyway, so yeah, out Pride and oh, hey Lola. Right? I'm like, how do all these people know my dog and not me? She's kind of famous around here, and she just loves everyone, right? So it was funny, but I did have somebody come up to me and go, "Hey, you're the Grizzly." I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?" Oh, yeah, from this thing. Yeah, okay, cool. It's just kind of like, that was unexpected,
Okay, I apologize. I'm forgetting the name, but one of your key sponsors.
Miss Fee Mysteries from Corvid Moon Publishing,
No.
CanadianTarot.com,
No.
Peppermaster.
No.
Those
Those
are
are the only three we have.
We saw her at the Canadian Tire Center when we went to the hockey.
Oh,
the Ray Girl.
Ray Girl, who sponsors a podcast.
Ray
Yes.
Girl.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Ray Girl, and I've never felt more famous than we went to a concert there, and she's like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Yeah, I know, it's Paul," and
She's
she's
like-
like, "No, it's you."
Yeah. This actually did happen. It was really funny. So
was like,
we walk in, and it turns
I'm
out we
like-
were sitting right beside her,
In her
like
hu-
happenstance,
like,
right?
She's just so awesome, and her husband is awesome, and I was just like, I don't know why you know me, but I'm like, yeah. Okay, thank you.
But
Well, it
it's
was
weird,
funny.
right? It freaks you out just a little bit,
It
doesn't it?
does, it
Yeah.
does.
Well, it was funny because she didn't even see me. I'm honest to God. She's like, "Oh my God, it's Bridget." I'm like,
I've been on the show for 3 years. 3 years.
well, no, I thought it was funny. She's like, "Oh my God, it's Bridget."
Like, I'm
And then
not-
she's like, "Oh my God, it's Paul." I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" And you are? She's like, "Ray Girl." I'm like, "Oh my God."
I'm not saying it to brag. I'm just saying I was just like, oh, thank you so much.
Well, I mean,
She's the biggest sweetheart in the world.
oh God, she's so sweet. And she took us to a concert at Irene's one night and that show was unbelievable. Her partner is a musician, and his band appeared as one of the first bands. And the second band was Angelica, and I'm blanking on her name right now. She's a jazz, blues, funk, soul singer from Ottawa.
Okay.
She's won a Juno Award.
Nice.
Her band, her father's the drummer. Her sisters, she has two sisters. One plays the trumpet and sax. The other one plays the trombone. Oh yeah. And then there's a guitar player and a bass player as well. And the keyboard player, one guy plays keyboards and guitar, and the keyboard player, I'm not sure, but I think it's a former coworker's brother, because he comes from a family of musicians. And I'm like, kind of looks like my buddy, and it's the same name. And he did tell me he played in a band, and it is Ottawa, so it could be. Yeah, she's an artist from Ottawa. She's unbelievable. One of the best performances I've seen in a very long time. And I sadly had never heard of her before. Angelica, oh darn it, I'll pull it up. I'll get the information and I'll share it with you. She was just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I would say spellbinding. Like we
Ooh,
we
that's
both
a nice
just
word.
sat there like this.
Oh yeah, the whole time we were just, oh my God.
That's a nice word.
And I mean, it's like she comes out and she walks on stage, and it's like she owns the building. I'm like, okay, this is going to be good. And Bridget just looks at me. She goes, are you in love with her?
A little bit.
I'm like, well,
I'm like, that's okay.
maybe a little. Maybe a little.
little bit.
I mean,
I'm okay with
A
that.
little bit. You're okay?
Oh yeah,
That's allowed?
no, it's like
Not
honestly,
too jealous?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Like, she was incredible. Like,
Oh,
she
yeah.
was
So she was
just-
worthy of love.
She was like jaw dropping. Her singing was
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
like
oh, by the way, she plays like 6 instruments too.
Oh, God.
So she does some jazz stuff and gets up with a stand-up bass. I'm like, oh, okay, I am in love with her.
I would question a few things.
You would, and when I show you a picture of her, you'll
Sorry,
understand why.
You might actually fall in love with her.
And the jazz speaks to my soul.
Mm.
So,
Oh
you know.
yeah. No, she's a brilliant artist, and it's driving me nuts that I can't remember her name.
Hmm.
My goodness, I'm going to see if I can find some pictures here of.
All right. Chris,
the
I know
performance.
you don't necessarily want to be on, but if ever you do want to say anything, please
Oh,
do.
I'll
Please do
chime
chime in.
but yeah,
Okay, please.
Just came down, say hi, have a beer, and give you cheers for the season.
Oh, wicked awesome!
It's good.
Wicked awesome! Oh, look who I bumped into one night a little while ago. We had her on the show. We interviewed her.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Melanie.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sitting at the bar one night, and I said, I got to take a picture of that shirt.
I will not be remembered as a woman who kept her mouth shut. Yes.
So I'm like, I gotta hang on. I'll show you all the. There's Melanie. We interviewed her a little while back.
Yes. During the
Anyway.
there was a strike.
Yes. I can't remember what it was. We've interviewed a few people, and we've been doing this for a little while. So, but she comes up. I'm sitting at the bar, and she comes up. She goes, "Hi, Mr. Grizzly." I'm like, "Yes." She goes, "It's Melanie." I'm like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" I give her a big hug, and she's like, "Oh, I was so nervous about approaching you." I'm like, "Don't do that. Just, I'm sitting in the pub, man. Just come over and say hello."
Yeah.
She was absolutely lovely, and I'm like, "Yeah, we'll have to get you back on the show again, because
Yeah. By the way, if you're watching and you see us, never be nervous to come and say
just
hello.
come and say hello."
Just come and say hello.
What-
Like we might be taken aback for a couple of seconds until we figure out that
Yeah.
we don't actually know you.
We're
Like
not
it's-
famous,
but
okay? We're not
yes.
celebrities. We're just two
Yes.
guys who speak into a microphone on camera. That's all we are.
And do it very well. I like that.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you. See,
Thank you.
the best,
With
the best
some-
kids.
Sometimes with a lady on their side, on their flank.
Yes, you're flanking in there, flanking in. I got to try and find this thing. What? Oh, stop it. You're all being silly as can be.
We can't help it.
It's clearly, I mean, flanking in. Mhm.
I don't know what that means, but
Okay,
But it sounds good as a title of a sex tape.
this is funny, though. I'm not going to show it because I'll leave it for Monday for the show.
Oh my God,
Right? Like,
that's for the show.
oh yeah, it's definitely for the show on Monday. It's like too funny, too funny. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can find it, because I do post a lot of media on the Twitter, and I'm trying to see if I can find it. When was that show, babe? Do you remember?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The one we went to the Ray Girl with at Irene's.
Oh, with Ray Girl?
Yeah.
It was
Angelica Francis.
Yeah, it was
Ooh.
Angelique
yeah.
Francis.
Angelique.
it was in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And Ray
Oc-
Girl got
October
us
19th.
tickets, And
Wow,
Yeah.
they look like they're rocking.
Oh, they
oh
are.
my gosh. She
Look at her.
was
She's playing the
incredible.
bass, just killing it. That's her dad, and there's one of her sisters. The other sister is to the side. I'll get her here in a second.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like.
So slide trombone, sax. She also plays the trumpet, and her dad's banging away on the skins.
And you know what? You can tell her dad's like, I got you.
Oh yeah. Like I said, she's also very difficult to look at.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yes.
So Angelique Francis,
Yes. Definitely don't want to keep your eyes on her.
and there she is on the stand-up bass. Right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No, she was fantastic.
Unbelievable. Angelique Francis. I will see if I can put a link in here. I'll see what I can find on her and put a link up for you folks.
I hope you can, because honestly, I don't think I've seen better live music in like 5 years. Like, she was unbelievable.
Well,
I don't know her at all.
We did have a good time at the Living Color Extreme
Oh.
show
That
in
was
Montreal.
good. No,
that was amazing.
good too.
Well, and then a couple days later, when we got back, I showed Bridget an interview with Nuno Betancourt and Rick Beato.
Yes.
and it was like a 3-hour chat,
Hmm.
right? And Nuno Betancourt never plays in an interview. He doesn't play his guitar in an interview, and he did for Rick. So it was really cool. And Bridget was like, "Oh, now I'm really a fan of this guy." I go, "Yeah, he's also 58 and he looks like that."
And I'm not gonna lie, he's not hard to look at.
Oh. So I see.
Yeah, he's a good looking man.
So should Paul be getting a little jealous?
Well,
No, I don't do jealousy.
No, he doesn't. But no, just his guitar. No, I don't. I mean, no disrespect, but he is his guitar skills were like
Off the charts.
I basically fell on the floor, and I used to play guitar. And I used to play Delta blues guitar, but hearing him play, and he's so humble and he's so kind, and I was just like, if Paul dies, I'm going to try to marry him.
Well, I don't think his wife would appreciate that.
Okay, well, no, and he's been with the same woman for like his whole.
Well, no, they're divorced now, unfortunately.
Well, okay, that's good
there
to
you
know.
go.
Well, then.
Thank you. That's good to know. There's an opening.
Oh my God.
Biting my tongue.
No, honestly.
Biting my tongue.
I would never. I'm faithful. And
Biting
loyal.
my tongue.
But no, he is like his jaw, like, okay, his guitar skills are off the charts, but his jaw and his lips, I'm like, and his hair, I'm like,
There you go. He's 58.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good looking fellow.
He is.
There he is.
Hello.
Nuno can play anything. Yeah. So there's the YouTube link. I'll put that in the chat for anybody who wants to see it. Some things aren't working very well here today. Nuno is blocked on the Wi-Fi. YouTube is blocked on the Wi-Fi here.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And for
that
good
makes
reason.
sense. Yeah.
Right? It chew through the bandwidth, and it's like they want you here to engage with each other and watch the game on the TV or whatever. Right.
and does he speak Spanish? Because
No, Portuguese. He's from Portugal.
Portuguese. I speak Spanish like pretty good, but Portuguese is way out of my league. Like I don't.
Well, it's similar to Spanish, but different at the same time.
Like
yeah.
I speak
And different enough that
yeah,
there's certain words that have like no
Yeah, exactly.
no relation.
Well, one of the things that I've always found curious was you look at the map of Europe, right? So you got France, Spain, Portugal, Italy. They all speak the languages are all Latin based, very similar. And then right next to that is Germany, which is a complete departure.
Yep.
Like, what? How y'all so close together and you guys speak it is completely different. Like,
I have a hard time with English, so I mean,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
English is it's difficult, right? Like it doesn't make a lot of sense linguistically.
Well, it's
apparently
actually
a lot of people don't understand it. It's a pretty basic language.
it is. It's very basic. It's a very efficient basic language, but it can be confusing for people who come from, like, say, French or Spanish or Portuguese because there's so many rules and there's masculine and feminine, and that doesn't exist in English, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. My stepdaughter, after university, went down to Brazil. She had a trip with her classmates and decided to stay and teach English and picked up Portuguese.
Portuguese, yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's complex language for sure.
I had trouble with French when I started because I didn't speak any French at all when I started school. I remember my mother brought me to kindergarten, and principal was like, "I'm sorry, but we can't admit your kid. He doesn't speak enough French. He's going to be lost." And she looked at him and said, "It wasn't your job to teach him." She turned on her heels and she's like sped off before he could catch her. So they're kind of stuck with me. But I remember it's like up until I was like 8 or 9, masculine and feminine. You want the menus too, eh? You hungry?
May I take a?
Oh, you're hungry, right?
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
The menus, 2 menus as well, please.
Well, just one menu's fine. I don't need
take
just.
a vodka tonic.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So
I just want some chicken fingers, actually.
Chicken fingers fries.
Yes, please. No,
You want
yes, please.
perfect.
Yeah.
So there's Angelique Francis. I'm just sharing that on the screen
Okay.
for everybody watching. They should be able to see
she's
her.
stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't judge him for loving her.
No.
And, that's okay, but she's never going to be your girlfriend.
Well, no, I'm like, she's like a child compared to me. I think she's only like 30 or something. She's very young.
I was going to
She's
say,
also
I'm sitting in some shade.
Oh no, there's no shade. She's awesome. But I have two friends who are from. Well, I have an ex-boyfriend who's from Brazil. I have two friends who are.
Did he have a Brazilian? Oh, come on. You put that. I had to. That's my first one.
You're in. Yes.
That's my first one of the day.
Come on.
No, that was good. That was good. And I have two friends who are Brazilian as well, who are women.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Yes, and Rafaela. Yes.
Rafaela and
And Rafaela's lovely. She's really lovely.
Plant.
She's really lovely. No,
I
she is.
just did. And yes, I have had a Brazilian, and it really fucking hurt.
Okay, that was maybe an overshare, but that's fine.
I had a Brazilian. It was a really good time.
And like, I do not recommend.
I'm so sorry. You set me up so good.
I set you.
It
up
is a
so good.
podcast.
I was, but you see,
It
I was
hurts.
waiting for the right moment because I could have come in with that
I'm like-
earlier.
They're like, dude, okay, you don't want to hear this, but
What?
they're like, it's full vagina and full bum, and I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, the taint and everything. Yeah.
All the way around.
Yeah,
The whole
and I'm
strip.
like,
Mhm.
and I have to pay you, and they're like,
Okay, so is it front to back or back to front?
So
you do the. You have no business speaking about this. It's the front
What?
first, and then it's the taint.
I've never done it.
It hurts a lot.
I have an old friend who owns a spa, and she would
good Lord.
always suggest that it was a good idea, just for sport, to do that to me. And I'm like, no. And so,
Don't do it, sir. Don't do it.
oh, I would never, ever.
Don't.
And even though both of us are now divorced, she never brought it up again, which is a good thing.
Okay, that is the funniest thing I've heard all day.
So have you seen the film Bad Moms Christmas?
No, I only saw the Bad Moms, but not the
So
Christmas one.
one of the bad moms works at a spa where she does waxing. Yeah, Bridget's already pissing herself because we watched it recently, and it's really funny. And there's a scene where she does this. She has to wax a guy, and I'm not going to repeat it, but it's really funny. just go watch. It's on. I think it's on Netflix. Or I don't know. Bad Moms Christmas. It's a really funny scene, and it was the guy who used to be on This Is Us.
Sounds like a Pornhub thing.
The actor from This Is Us. You know
the dark-haired guy.
No, I thought he had blonde hair.
Oh, okay, the guy who's on Tracker now, then, right?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
I can't remember his name.
Justin something or
something,
another.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So he plays a stripper.
Ooh.
So he has to go in and get waxed for
Yes.
his line of work. He's also a firefighter and a stripper.
Of course.
Does he do calendars?
Well, there's a scene where he gets up and he does the sexy Santa thing, and he rips off his Santa costume and he's wearing these tight little shorts, and all the women are like, because it's a gigantic hammer.
Well, I'm going to keep this polite, but I did go to Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You met him too, didn't you? Did you meet Snoop?
No, I didn't meet Snoop.
You were on stage though, right?
I was in the box watching Snoop, and it was at Blues Fest. My friend Jen. I have two friends. I have 8 friends named Jennifer.
Come on,
Ann.
it was the most popular woman's name in the 70s by far.
Well, I have 2 friends named Jennifer Ann who have red hair, and I'm like, you don't want to go into a bar fight with them. Like, no, they're awesome. They're more respectable than me. So anyway, Jennifer Ann from Guelph was like, I'm like, she's like, I thank you so much. She's like, I want to go see Snoop Dogg.
Thank you.
And she came to town for that, and I was like, well, I don't want to see Snoop Dogg. I want to go to Pussy Riot because no, for real.
Yeah, the Russian band, I know. They went to
there.
jail.
I'm like, they've been to jail. They're feminists.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, well, you go to yours, I'll go to mine. We'll meet up after. And then there was a thunderstorm that hit, and So she laid down like $150 or something like that so that she could get in to see Snoop. And then the thunderstorm hit, and it was one of those like Blues Fest thunderstorms.
Yeah, if you know, if you're from Ottawa,
Yeah.
you know.
That's
You know.
yeah. If you're from Ottawa, you know exactly what that
And
means.
so like we had no business getting in, and then so I'm like, we gotta run, we gotta go. And she's like, okay, let's go. We're hiding under a shelter, and then she got a text, and it was like, you won, you're on for Snoop Dogg. Run to the stage when the lightning storm stops. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, Pussy Riot. I'm going to go to Snoop Dogg. So we went into the box, and you were not allowed even a bottle of water,
Mhm.
like because they don't want. They're trying to protect Snoop.
Right.
Yeah.
And there were these poles, and there were women dancing on them,
Yep.
and I'm like, you know what? That's a really good waxing job. It's really good. And then, so this is truth. It's not.
I'm sorry. I gotta stop you for a second. Wait a minute. She's dancing. She's doing all this stuff, and you're not noticing the flexibility. You're just noticing how
Oh,
good the
no,
waxing
Wax
job is.
Yeah.
Fair point. No, I'm like, you're very flexible, and you have a great outfit, and you're very well waxed. And I respect
Ding,
that.
ding, ding.
And then, so the person who was managing the box was like, okay, we're just here for Snoop.
Mhm.
And well, also Kanon.
Yeah.
Right.
And sorry, what's the other one?
What's the other one? What?
Well, the other super great band.
Oh, yeah. That's an easy one. What's the other band that's really good? Cypress Hill? I don't
No,
know.
it wasn't Cypress Hill.
Wu-Tang.
It was Wu-Tang.
It was?
Yes. It was. How did you know? How do you read my mind?
It was a
Okay.
guess. It was a guess.
So-
And also, who was in? It was Snoop Dogg and Kanon. So you just got to go. Okay, is it Cypress Hill? Is it
NWA.
Wu-Tang?
Like, I cannot make this shit up. Like when
Wasn't Van Halen?
So anyway, Wu-Tang was on first, and then the guy who was running the box, he was like, "Okay, sorry, you paid for Wu-Tang, and would you also like to watch Snoop and Kanon? And the only question I have for you is, can they join you in the box?" And I'm like, that would be fine.
No, they can't.
It's my box.
Like it was like,
that's better than my story about Kanon.
oh, tell me.
You have his K-Nut story?
No, yeah.
Turn
So-
the mic a bit.
Yeah. So I, my one of my best buddies and I went to New York City with our wives, and Brian and I were wandering around while they were shopping, and we found a patio and had a couple pints.
Nice.
At the Thompson Hotel, New York City, on the front porch kind of thing. And this is like 2010, and we're just sitting there, and this is when the World Cup's going on, and
Right.
Kanon's
Yes,
song
Waving
is the
Flag.
Waving Flag is going
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
I love that song.
And it is one of the best songs ever.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so
it
we're-
really is.
We're just sitting there, and he's walking into the hotel, and we say, "Hey, Canada." He turns around, and we say, "You're a long way from Toronto, kid. Come on over." And so because he wasn't really famous back then,
Yeah.
and it was like we knew who he was, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was getting the respect, and so we were chit chatting with him. My buddy took a picture with him. He's got it, and I don't. But just after that, there was an entourage of the Jacksons pull up.
Holy shit!
Shut the
Oh,
No
yeah,
way!
Yeah. It's like,
Oh,
so that was my story of Kanon and saying hi.
Wow.
Waving the flag and all of that.
see, I have no stories like that at all. Of any, like my
I have a few.
my most interesting, and that's a stretch, celebrity story is waiting in line at Tower Records in Harlem between two events at a swim meet to get an autograph from Sarah McLachlan. That's it. I have no
Tower-
interesting.
Tower Records in Harlem, Sarah McLachlan. Now
Yeah.
there's Sarah McLachlan in Harlem.
I know.
I didn't think she was down with the hood.
Our swim meet was also in Harlem, so it wasn't that far away to
Okay.
walk. But it was like, but I have like no interest. It's not like I was reaching for yogurt in the supermarket aisle, and I put my hand in, and it's like, Farrah Fawcett.
Well, I was in a pub on a Tuesday night in Ottawa's East End. It wasn't O'Toole's about 100 years ago. Then it became.
Was it Vanier?
No, on Montreal Road. Ogilvy Road, sorry. It was an O'Toole's, and then it was Hoodoo McFiggin's. Then it was an Irish pub for a long time. Then that shut down. It reopened as something else, and then it shut down during COVID. So it was back when it was an Irish pub, and the guy who owns the pub next door, who I've known, I won't say his name, but I've known him for a long time. Anyway, I'm sitting there on a Tuesday night because that was the busiest night that place had. It was always packed to the rafters on a Tuesday, of all places. And this guy comes in, sits down in front of me, and he's got this thing rolled up in his hand. And I go, "Hey, how's it going?" He goes, "Good." I go, "What you got there?" He goes, "Oh, it's a promo for the new record." I go, "Oh, you work for the record company?" He goes, "No, I'm Maestro."
Oh my God! Did you actually meet Maestro from Schwess?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude."
Sit down on the beach.
No, he chuckled. He goes, I go, "Look, realistically, East End of Ottawa in an Irish pub on a Tuesday night. What are the odds of that?" And he goes,
Rapper.
and and he looks at me and he goes, good point. And then had a good chuckle about it. But yeah, he was a real sweetheart of a guy. Yeah, real sweetheart of a guy. Yeah.
This is me,
down.
not in my natural environment.
Sit down. Let's break.
And I go, "Oh, so you're here to see so-and-so?" He goes, yeah. I said, "I figured as much, yeah, because he owns it." And, Anyway, yeah. It's like East End of Ottawa, Ogilvy Road. Like we're talking, at one point in time, that was the suburbs.
Yes.
Right.
There was farms behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
I took when I was in university. I took one of my. I had a junker car that died, and I took to the wrecking yard. That is now, the wrecking yard that I took it to is now. I think it's a shopping mall or subdivision kind of thing.
Yeah. I remember that wrecking yard too, and that's only. Is that 30 years ago, that wrecking yard?
Yeah, around that.
And yeah, now they have they built the theater and all of that. Yeah, it's housing. And there's 2 towers that have gone up and there's 4 more going up. It's like, went from a wrecking yard, like literally industrial wasteland, to let's move into the suburbs.
Oh, absolutely. It's all greener on the other side.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, that was Maestro. And then I met... I was on my way to Florida to visit my uncle, and I called my buddy up and I said, "Where are you at?" He goes, "I'm in Baltimore." I go, "Well, shit, we're like 20 minutes away." He goes, "All right, meet me here." So he says, "Just take this exit and go straight down. You're going to turn right, and you'll meet me right in front of I'll say it was the Radisson Hotel. I can't remember what it was. Thank you very much." And so I drive down, I meet him, and he gets out, and I go, "It's my friend Alina." Alina was from no, she was just my friend. Settle down. She was from St. Petersburg, Russia. That's where she grew up. And I remember I asked her one day. I said, "So what was it like growing up under the communist regime?" And she's like, "I don't know. My parents were bohemians. They were in the underground art scene."
Oh my!
So I was looking for some sort of insight. I didn't get it. They were into like Western, totally from the West. They were into art and music, and they had rock and roll parties, and they liked to smoke weed. And I'm like, that is not at all what I was thinking. Anyway, so we meet up with my buddy, and he says, "Yeah, we're going to go to this record release party for, the guy from Cisco is his name.
Okay.
And Thong Song was his.
Yes.
So he put out his solo record, and that was his first release, was Thong Song. So he says, we're going to this record release party for Cisco. I go, the guy from I want to say Drew Hill, but I could be mistaken. It's been a long time.
It could be, yeah.
He goes, yeah. He goes, but here's the thing. It's only for industry people and invitees. I go, okay. He goes, so I got you guys passes. And he goes, you're a record rep from Canada. You work for BMG Canada. I'm like, okay. He goes, so just go with that. So I go in, I go, okay. So I walk in, and he introduces me to a bunch of his friends, some industry people. And he goes, yeah, Paul's a record rep from BMG Canada. And this guy looks at me and he goes, hey, oh, you work with, and he says some woman's name. And my buddy's like, oh, shit, we're getting thrown out of here. And I just looked at him and I go,
Oh my God.
bro, I'm on vacation, man. Can we not talk shop? And he goes, I feel you, bro. He gives me one of the shoulder hugs. He says, first round's on me.
And zoom.
So, we hung out. We hung out. We had a good time. We're in the VIP, and I met Cisco. He's nice little guy. But he's like 5'3". He's tiny.
I'm sorry,
young
that's
man.
not tiny. I'm 5'1".
Okay, well, okay, whatever.
It's
Anyway,
Okay.
it's less than me.
Fun sized.
Thank you.
But he was a charming fellow. And then we're leaving. Now, back then, I had a full head of blonde hair. So we're leaving the party. And it's like we waited around the bar for about 2 hours. And they go, okay, it's good. I go, what do you mean? They go, no, we don't leave until everybody's gone. So we come outside and there's police and there's all kinds of stuff. And I look over at this group of guys. They're like 6 or 8 guys standing there looking around. They're looking and pointing and looking and pointing. And then one guy yells out, yo, Eminem, give me a fucking autograph, man. And I go, what? I go, what? And my buddy looks, he goes,
Sorry, I'm Smarties.
he's not Eminem. He's a record rep from Canada. And I go, yeah, sorry, man, wrong guy. But I thought about it and I go, well, there was 2 white people in the bar, myself and my friend Alina. It was a record. It was an industry party.
Mhm.
I had blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it made sense, right? I wasn't offended. I thought it was hilarious.
All white blonde guys look the same.
Well, I mean,
Oh, no, they do. I'm going to interject with a hockey story. Paul, will you tell me who scored the most beautiful hockey goal in the world?
well, you're thinking of Denis Savard.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I was traveling to, and this is why he gets mad at me when I wear my Montreal Canadiens shirt. He doesn't actually care.
No, I don't really care, but I like to rag on her because it's funny.
It's funny. So I was traveling to Montreal to go to Philadelphia to see one of my best friends. And, I was on a layover and I just went to the back of the bar to have a cup of tea.
Settle down. Well,
Yes.
he
Are
didn't-
you laughing?
No,
Nope.
not at you.
I'm being impish.
Go ahead. No, it's really good. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to sit beside this really nice white-haired guy, have a chat. Well, I wasn't even going to chat with him. And I was just like, I just want a spot to sit and have a cup of tea. And people kept looking over at us. And I'm like, oh, I guess I look pretty good today. They were looking at him.
Oh God, I remember one time that happened to me.
Well,
Okay, I won't cut your story, but
oh no,
never mind,
it's
keep
okay.
going.
I can be quick. And so I'm like, why is everybody looking at you? I'm like, what do you do? He's like, well, I've played some hockey.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I played some hockey. Yeah.
I'm like, okay. He's like, and I've coached some hockey. I'm like, okay, but I realize people are not looking at me, even though
Yeah.
I mean, look at me.
I'm like, I didn't know who he was. And this guy who was sitting like 2 doors down, he's like, could you take a picture? I'm like, I'll ask. I don't know. And then he's like, I'm like, well, what's your name? And he's like, Denise Savard. And I'm like, so then I Google it. And this is before I met Paul, because I wouldn't have done so.
You wouldn't have needed to Google.
He's like, my name is Denise Savard, and I played some hockey. And I'm like, do you want to go on a date? And he's like,
She doesn't know me. Finally, somebody who doesn't know me. Let's date.
no idea who he was. And he's like, listen, you know what? I'm married, and you
Yeah.
don't want this kind of trouble. And like, no, you're right. You're married. I respect that. But I'm like, I sat next to Denise Savard. So I'm like, I'm going to get a Montreal Canadiens t-shirt.
Well, he his beautiful goals were he's the guy who developed the spinorama, if you will, and his goals were always pretty when he played for the Chicago Blackhawks, and then he went on to play for Montreal at the end of his career.
So then I
sorry.
Like,
You
well,
go.
see, you made me think of something else because it depends what you call celebrity. So I was thinking like the biggest celebrity ceremony. I did get to have dinner with Craig Saville once,
No idea who that is.
gold medalist curling.
Oh,
But I mean, when you're at a curling event, chances are you're going to meet curlers. So I mean, it's not. But when you were telling me about somebody who wasn't looking at you, remember this?
No,
It was
it
probably
wasn't.
one of my
Not at all.
most embarrassing cruising moments because I have no game.
I'm dying on this sword
I
already.
have no game, none whatsoever. I'm a terrible, terrible, terrible flirt. And so I see this guy, and I'm at this club, and I'm dancing away, and there's this guy, really good looking, like out of my league, good looking.
I don't remember that night.
Nobody's
you go.
It was good,
Nobody's
eh?
out
It
of
was
your
good.
league.
It was
That
good.
was damn. That
Yes.
was good. No
That
one's
was
out
good.
Of, no one's out of your league, Douglas. But
No,
that was-
definitely. Like I'm sitting there looking like this. On a good day, I might be a 7, but today, like compared to this guy, I'm an internet 4. Okay.
Oh.
Come
So,
on.
this guy is just like he should be on a soap opera, like less than Dr. Scrubs,
Mm.
It's like he's got the whole look.
Like,
And he's
like McDreamy.
just like-ish, right? And looking at me like this.
Like that Stone Phillips.
Yeah. And smiling. Big, big smile. And I'm like looking at him, and it's like looking over there, and it's like, there doesn't seem to be anybody else around. It's like that's not for me, but I guess it's for me. So I smile, and I'm like, and just as I do this, there's this equally gorgeous guy that just passes me like this, and it goes up and hey, goes like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's yes.
Did you just say gay coolie?
Huh?
Gay coolie?
Equally.
Oh,
Equally,
sorry.
not
I'm
gay-qually,
is
but
a-
yes, that would
is
work
that
too.
A term? Like, I'm
No,
like,
but that could work too.
You need to get your
equally
ears
gorgeous
checked.
guy, but no, equally gorgeous. Like this, and I'm like, just like, oh yeah. The beautiful people all get together. I forgot. Yes, because there's two things that
Possibly
happens
be,
in the gay
yeah.
community, right? What are two things? One, complete opposites attract.
Mm-hmm.
So like a May December type relationship, whatnot, or like one guy's really big, it's like in high school, the 6'6" football players always dating the girls 4'2" for some reason. So it's like,
well, because they're backpack size.
yeah.
Right?
So you get one of those
Your backpack.
situations like this, or you get where you see one, you see two.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, are you dating your brother? Because you two look way too much alike.
That's kind of greasy.
It's literally one of the two things. It's like, and since nobody looks like me, it took me a long time to find someone to date.
And so, would you tell me about the meeting Alex story? And I hope you.
Oh.
I hope you shimmied. I hope you were like.
I was shimmying, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alex was different. Alex, the situation with Alex was, when you're on social media and you have all your friends and there's somebody that starts appearing on the feed of some of your friends, but not just like one of them, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like,
Right.
like who is this person that all my friends know that I have no idea? Because their existence to me was unknown up until this very moment.
Mm.
So I was like, this guy's popping up on all my friends. So I'll click. And I click. And then I see the photo. It's like, oh, hello.
Mhm.
Wow, he's kind of cute. And there's this thing that I've noticed now in pictures. Whenever I've gone to a couple's house and they're together, like this, and they're like a couple that I've not met before, like this. And when there's two people, there's always one. Even if you like both of them a lot, there's always one you're going to like more, right? When there's two, there's always one that's more or less. And every time I was like looking like this, like he's really, like if he was single and I was single and we were into each other and not homewrecker like this is the type of person I would ask out on a date. And then I would see pictures of them together, and that everybody that I always really, really liked or thought I got well with in pictures always had eyes wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than like, or right, that like this. But always like, hello, here I am, like look at me. And I thought, okay, there must be something about the personalities who like post for pictures like, see me,
Right.
like this, that must appeal to me. So when I saw that, that's what I saw Alex's picture. So I got to meet him. I got to test this theory out. So it was about 6 months later when we're finally in the same city at the same time at a similar event. And I pretty much suspected he would be there, and I'm looking for him. And I see him all weekend long. I see him all weekend long, but I see him from the back or the side or from like 50 feet away as he's turning a corner, or like this, but never like bump into him high.
Mm.
Yes. And, you know, we're doing stuff. So like what earlier in the weekend, you know, I'm setting up to deliver a workshop and like he passes right by me, like goes to the bathroom, like, and I recognize him like from the back because he's got a vest on that has like some insignia on it that lets me know. Right. I was like, okay, that's that guy.
Could you unpack that for me?
Oh, we were at a charity event, so we all had like
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like when you go to a beauty pageant, right? You all have your sashes or something like that.
No,
So we
I
all
don't.
have
I don't actually know
you
that.
Don't, you don't know that. I guess, well, you have to earn a sash. But I'm just
Ernest. Okay.
just saying. So, but you know, or you go to an event like the Rotary Club or something like that, or the Shriners and whatnot, and they have back patches and whatnot, and they have something, but you know who's who, right? Because
Okay.
they've got all these insignia and whatnot. So it's like, okay, that's this guy. And all weekend long, missing him. And it's Saturday night. It's about 10 o'clock. We're at a charity event, and there's a reception line. And I'm about like 3 people away from saying like hello to the person that we're all on the reception line to say hello from, and Alex is behind me, so he taps me on the shoulder, and we start a conversation, and it's like I managed to get through the conversation without going because I mean
You wouldn't want to be Peter Thiel now, would you?
no. I mean, and he's like prettier in real life, of course, right? And he's tall, and he's broad, and he's can speak in complete sentences, which is really nice. And we talked for a couple of minutes, and that's my turn. I do the reception line thing, and then I go on the dance floor, and I'm in like a little circle with friends, and I'm shaking it and stuff. And then he comes, and I guess he taps me on the shoulder again and goes, "Is it okay if I dance with you?" And it's like, and I'm like trying to like inside,
Play
it's
it
like,
off.
yeah. It's
You're like, oh no,
and it's like,
it's cool. It's
yeah,
fine.
It's cool, bro.
Sure,
No
yeah,
problem,
yeah,
man.
you can dance,
Yeah.
yeah, right. He goes, well, we spent a lot of time together that evening, and then the next day we went to brunch. That was with the event of the weekends, and we were holding hands. And since then, it's been 11 years now. And my philosophy is just try to get to the next date. So it's been 11 years and a few months of just getting to the next date.
That's really good.
So he keeps picking me every day, and I'm not saying anything to change his mind.
No,
That's a very
best.
cool thing.
Yeah.
That's a very cool thing. I went on one date with my second wife. Lasted 15 years.
Yeah, right?
And then it ended, but you know,
I'd
it's
call
okay.
that success.
But that's
it's
a good date.
That was like the first date.
I had there's a buddy of mine who I haven't seen him in a while, but he I cut myself on something.
Wow.
Yeah. He went, so we were at this party, and this young woman was there, and they met and they hit it off right away. And she ended up spending the evening with him, stayed at his place, and never left.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 21 years ago. I'm not even joking. Yeah. Yeah.
It does happen.
Yeah.
So we lived in different cities. So we dated for the better part of 2 years. He would come one time, and then I would go the next time. We'd see each other about maybe every 2 weeks at first, but for the full weekend, for the first few months. And then I think we met in November, and I think it was somewhere around May or June, where he made all the first moves, right? He said hello first. He said if we could dance first. He's the one that asked me out on a date first. He was the one that said, well, we're going to go somewhere, and there's going to be some friends. can I introduce you as my boyfriend? Right, like this, and then
Oh, stop it.
but yeah. So, but yeah, he's made all the first. He's even the one that suggested we buy a house.
So you want to order some food? You should order
Yes,
some food.
please. I would like the.
He's going to have some sort of food thing that he's going to eat here.
The chicken chipotle thing.
Ooh, chicken chipotle. Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's do the fries, but the gluten-free bun, please. Okay.
Gluten-free bun.
Thank you so much, because I like breathing.
Well,
Yeah, we'll,
we've all grown accustomed to it, so, you know.
It's
No
the
one's-
one thing I've done for 51 years and not failed at yet.
Mm.
no one's going to the ER tonight.
No, there'll be no ER trips tonight.
So, if I may say, like, the way that Paul and I met each other was
Yes.
very traditional.
In a bar.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
Literally, that's how we met.
I was there. I was having lunch. I was between meetings. I was just working at my computer, and the people who brought him in were like, "We're going to put you right next to this lady," and he's like, "Oh no, I'm good." So he sat two steps down because he's like, I don't want to bother the lady.
Well, you just looked at me and I'm like, what? I don't want to crowd your space. You're just a lady sitting at the bar having dinner. I'll sit over here so I'm not in your face, you know?
And he had this like super scrunkly beard. And I'm just like, he kind of looked like a hobo. I'm not gonna lie.
And she was like, I need to get myself a slice of that.
Except you thought I owned the place and I didn't.
Well,
They were a client.
He was given like so much respect, and they're like, "What can we do to take care of you?" And like they're super kind to him. And then I just looked at him and I was like, "Do you own this place?" And he's like, "No, I just did their IT and AV." And I'm like, "Okay, well, who are you?" And he's like, "My name's Paul." I'm like, "Why do you have such a scrunkly beard?" He's like,
She didn't say that.
"Well, no, I didn't." I was just like,
You said, what's with the beard?
I said, "What's with the beard?" And he's like, "Well, I'm raising money for Hope Cornerstone for women." And I'm just like, "Here's my card."
That's exactly how it happened, actually.
It is.
Wow.
Just like,
She's like, here,
damn.
give me a call sometime. I'm like, okay.
So I'm like, well,
Okay.
maybe we could listen to some music sometime. And he's like, how about we go out on Sunday? I'm like,
Okay, now I've got a question.
okay.
Because every time
Fire
you tell
it up.
one of these stories, this one's for Paul. Every time you tell one of these stories about being in the bar and some cute young thing,
Mm-hmm.
notice you owe me one. Some cute young thing starts making eyes at you and say, "Oh well, I would never do that," or I don't say, "Or I'm a gentleman." So why did you call this time?
Well, because I realized we were close in age, and I was
Uh-huh.
interested and intrigued. If a 20-year-old woman hits on me, I'm kind of like, no, I have pants older than you. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's like I'm flattered that you find me the least bit attractive, but like you're a child. I don't say that, of course, but that's the thought in my head. You're a child. You should be with somebody your age, not an old man like me, because I'm old. Rapidly approaching 57, right?
Old
So
man grizzly.
Old
that
man.
old man grizzly.
Old Man River.
Let's see what else. Oh, Toronto Dan. The first night, I'm very disappointed, Douglas. Why? I wasn't. I I know I have manners, and my mother respected me right and raised me right, and I'm respectful and overall, decent and whatnot. But I'm not an angel.
You heading out?
I am.
Well, thanks for coming by, eh?
Oh, thank you.
Hold on a second.
We always like it when people can join us here in person. There we go. Douglas was going to get up and say hello. Careful there. There's a lot of stuff in the way. Yeah. Here you go. Hang on. Which pair?
Thank you so much for stopping in. What a pleasant surprise.
There should be that pair right in front of you. Should
Saw
be
you
working.
the other day, and I thought this would give you a little bit of an uplift. And
It really did.
They should be working. Put them on.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't realize that.
what?
It came unplugged.
Oh,
Hang
it
on.
came unplugged?
No. Here, pass me the cord. Thank you. Sorry. No, Bridget's headphones came unplugged, so
Yeah, just want to stay off.
there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Are we all good?
All right. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Good stuff.
I'm just trying to get things sorted here. Okay. How did that? Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah. Fixing things.
All right, I will get my microphone in the right spot. There we go. Because I moved it with my ample bottom.
Gloria Oddbottom. It's the name of a character from Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Gloria Oddbottom?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I like that.
Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. It's an Ottawa film.
I
Lee
remember
Gordon
that one was
Dimbo.
at the Bytown.
Yeah. I was there for the preview of it. My friend Stacy had won tickets, so we went to see it. We really enjoyed it. It was really funny.
no extras that were in it.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Oh, really?
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, that was it was a movie that didn't take itself seriously, right? It made fun of itself, and that's why it was charming, because it was really funny. Yeah, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. You can find it.
I want to see that. I remember
Shot
seeing
here
it.
in Ottawa.
Yeah, I remember seeing it was when it was premiere at the Bytown in the schedule, and I said I need to go see that. And then,
Yeah.
but it didn't have a long run. I think it was just that one night. See you.
Take
Thank you
care,
so
eh?
much.
Well, and it's I've gone online and found people who've seen it and just absolutely loved it. They thought it was just such a great film because it's making fun of itself the whole time. It doesn't
Right.
take itself seriously, right?
Right.
And that's the charm of it. It knows what it is.
Right.
It knows it's a low budget. I mean, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Come on.
Right. So yeah, it's really funny.
Somehow it kind of fits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There was another one like I think it was like They had one with like Abraham Lincoln or something like that. It was a vampire. hunter too.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. And actually,
Yeah.
I've seen that movie, and it's really good. It's
Is it
really
really?
entertaining. Yeah, and it's not schlocky at all. It's meant to be. It takes itself seriously because it's meant to be like vampire hunting has been a long-standing tradition.
Right.
And yeah, it takes itself seriously. I really enjoyed the film. It was much better than I expected. I thought it was going to be like crap, but no, it was good.
To me, it's just the title and was like, nope.
Oh, oh I understand.
I was like, there is no way that's going to be anywhere.
Well,
There's not going to be any artistic value to this.
Zombievers. Have you seen Zombievers?
Now, see, now that I would
Your
buy.
mic's plugged in. You can use that one.
Okay.
Zombie.
My starter husband was in that movie.
What?
Which movie?
Jesus Christ Vampire.
Really?
Who? Your husband?
My starter husband.
Your starter
Oh
husband?
wow!
No way.
I had no idea.
Yep. So
What part did he play?
he was dressed as okay. I'm sorry. I was gonna jump out, but I have to jump in. He was the Mayfair Theater. He jumped off of the balcony. So Lee DeMarv used to run the
Yes,
yeah
the
So-
Bytown.
yeah
Now he
So-
owns the Mayfair.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, he wanted to get into stunts. He went to stunt school in Toronto, which I paid for.
Oh my God!
So we went. We met Lee, and I'm like, Lee, like this is Dave. He would like to be a stunt person in a movie, and Lee was like, all right. So anyway, he wore a red. Okay, Douglas, you're gonna enjoy this. Like he wore a red pleather outfit, like Marlena Copeland,
Oh yeah.
Oh, my word.
with the
Marlon.
fake diamond
There's a name I haven't heard in a while. Oh.
nipple, and he jumped off of a balcony, and I'm like, I think that was a really good debut. You can look it up. And
I'll check it out.
And then
They had a hit song in Japan too, didn't they? He had a band.
I don't no idea.
No, didn't your ex-husband? Wasn't he in a band?
Yeah,
Yeah. What was the name of the band?
I can't say it out loud.
No, actually, you can't say that out loud. You really can't.
Highly inappropriate.
Very
Really?
inappropriate. Yeah.
Like
Oh
too
yeah.
inappropriate for this show?
Yeah.
The nun.
Okay.
The nun fuckers.
Oh,
I told you.
In October.
I'm gonna guess it's not NONE.
No, but they were really good. And they were excellent, and they were big in Japan. Like seriously,
They're on
Tonight.
Spotify. You can find them on Spotify. I'm not joking.
like we actually met somebody in Hamilton, no Kingston,
Kingston.
who they're like the punk rock guy.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, I really like. Okay, sorry, Douglas, but he's like, oh, yeah, I really like punk rock, and I'm like, yeah, I like punk rock too, and I'm like, who do you like? And he's like, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, have you ever heard of the nun fuckers? And he's like, yes.
Have I?
Yeah. I was like, what are the odds?
What are the odds? So and anyway, and so like full respect. I hope I hope he doesn't listen to this, but he actually wrote really good music,
Mhm.
and one of them was Beer. That's the one they put it on vinyl. Like his mother drove him to Toronto to record it. It was like, I drink beer every night. I something. I get Dave to buy it for me. He gets it. It's actually a really good song. Like, so I have like, and that's when I like, I was like 4 years younger than him. Um, watched him play, and I was just like, this guy is freaking awesome.
Wow. Yeah, of course. You married a rock star, right?
I did. Beer.
Ah.
If you look it up, I won't. I don't have the link, but he like they recorded. They were like really really good, and one of his best friends was in the band. And Bob Davies, he's an illustrator for Disney.
Mm.
Like they're
There we go. They formed in July of 1985 in Waterloo, Ontario.
the nun fuckers, and like I don't
Wow.
think, yeah, no, they're
It's out there.
awesome.
Okay.
So there you go,
Dave Cherry.
Steve Cherry.
We have some kids that are writing in. Kit Linda in says, I met my husband online. The first time we met in person, I came into my living room to find him down on the floor trying to make friends with my cats. That's when I knew he was a keeper. Sad, actually, that's the same thing that happened with me and my Beaver sweetie when he took me to his brother's for the first time, and I was on the floor playing with the two kids who were, I think, Kiki was 2 and Marco might have been 3 or 4. And I was like right on the floor, on my belly, at their level playing.
my
And
gosh.
he came down the stairs a little bit and stopped and like turned around, and I saw he had his head cocked and he had the, oh, he'll make such a great father sort of look on his face.
There's a reason I love you. Do you want to? Is there time and space to play a little bit of Beer?
I can't
Or-
seem to find that song though. That's the thing. I was looking for it and I don't see it.
Any of them are good. Like honestly, they were really good.
Yeah, I'll see what I can
And
do.
he played guitar, and he was so shy, he wouldn't even look up.
Wow. Okay. Miss, who else do we have here? Miss Shadika. I met Mo through my half sister on the same night I met her in person for the first time.
Oh, wow.
That's a story.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow. Miss
Meeting
Shara.
your future husband and your half sister on the same night for the first time.
On the Floor. Anything from On the Floor is really good.
Dead and on the floor. Okay, there's a YouTube. Oh, it won't play YouTube here. I can't
That's
play
true.
it.
You can't do it with YouTube.
It won't. Wait a minute. I'll go to Spotify. Spotify's not opening.
Is that okay? Like,
Yeah, I can't. They're not loading for some reason. There may be a block on the Wi-Fi here, right? So
Kid Lane asked Douglas, is Bytown in the market nearest the surplus store used to play Rocky Horror and other cult movies? Yes.
yes.
Yes, that's
It's right
the
on
one.
Rito Street.
Yeah, you're King Edward. Let's see what we got.
And they've had concerts there too.
Yes, they have a couple of times. All right, Good stuff there, Kits and Cubs. Thank you so much for all the comments there.
Shoegaze is a style. Yes, I'm familiar with it.
Oh, yes.
don't
shoegaze.
even go there.
What?
I love shoegaze.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm.
Things you learn. Things
Like
you learn on a
washing your shoes
podcast.
while you're playing? You like shoes?
No. It's called shoegaze because it's like for people who tend to be shy and they look down, they don't
Yeah.
look at you.
Oh, okay, that.
It's just the style of music.
Okay, yeah, I got
It's
that.
kind of like emo, but
Yep.
less punky,
Okay,
I guess.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Never heard of that term that way, but
Yeah, shoegaze.
Yeah. no, sometimes I spend a lot of time looking at my feet when I'm being terrible at cruising.
Everybody
For
does
example.
something different, I guess. It's not something you do anymore, though.
What, cruising?
Yeah.
Do I? I don't do it with the intent of getting anything, but I don't know if I still do it every now and then to see if I still got it, which I never did have it. So I don't know why.
Like a harmless flirt sort of thing.
Yeah, but no, I'm not. Like I said, the intent, the entirety of my cruising style was either like to stand around the corner and sort of like peek around, thinking, "Notice me, notice me, notice me." And when they look at me, just go back the other way and then look at my feet and shoegaze, and then go back home and write in my diary about all the wonderful things we would have done.
Do you want to journal about this later?
So that was the entirety of my cruising style. So, like I said, if it wasn't for the men who were forward, I would probably still be a virgin.
So
Okay.
would Paul.
Let's just put it that way. No, I think Paul would be a virgin if it weren't for
Like-
men who were forward.
In that I had to go get him. Like I'm like, dude, come on.
I had resigned myself to the fact that I was going to spend the rest of my life
And,
alone,
like-
and I had
No,
accepted
I'm
that.
sorry. I know he wasn't a virgin, but I'm like, dude, are you gonna ask me out or are you not gonna ask me out? I'm just gonna come and get you.
That's kind of what happened.
Mhm. Yep, pretty much. So yeah, the shoegazing part was so either that would happen or I would like stand in front of someone and I'd have a conversation
Mhm.
and I'd be like, all eyes wide open and very present, but the conversation itself would be very, very professional with that little bit of distance, right? Like this, or or socially casual, like this, but still
Right.
proper, like this. But the whole time I'm like with my eyes, like, notice me, notice me, notice me, notice me that way. Notice me that way. Yes, the weather is really lovely outside. It's like, yeah. Nobody taught me.
You got,
Nobody taught me.
You got game, man.
Well, the only reason I think for which I had some kind of game is because I was a dancer and I could move. So
All right.
I was terrible at repartee and small talk and all the other social things. But once my jam was on, and then I climbed on top of the speaker and started moving my hips in the way that they moved because out of those years dancing, all of a sudden people were kind of interested. It's like, oh, if he can move that way, maybe I should speak to him. But it wasn't because I had the most stimulating conversation. No game. No game.
Holy shit.
What?
Summer McIntosh just set a new world record
Yeah, third
in the
one.
women's 400-meter individual medley. She took this is exceptional. 3 seconds off the world record time.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yay. Food.
That is insane. 3 seconds? That is huge.
Yes. So far, 3 individual races, 3 gold medals, 3 world records.
Wow. The summer of summer just continues.
It's summer in December.
Yeah. No kidding.
What can we say? She's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's like that's like Mike Phelps and all that. So it's like that's once in a generation swimmer.
Yeah.
So
So
enjoy summer while it lasts.
So in this race she was in, the next closest competitor, Katie Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
So Summer's time was 4 minutes 15.48. So, Katie Grimes was 4 minutes 20.14. So almost a 5-second lead.
And that's short course pools. So
Yeah.
you get all the extra turns, the push-offs and the turns where you can do 15 meters underwater in
Mhm.
a 25-meter pool. And that's still fine. Imagine if it was a 50-meter pool
So
with fewer push turns and more distance.
the 8th place swimmer's time was 4:31, like a 16-second difference. That's insane.
Okay, well,
And those are the top 8 in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to just give Douglas a little time to eat hot food.
Oh, okay.
But can we talk about curling? Like, I'm not gonna.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
No, I got no. You got nothing from me. I don't know dick all about curling. It's not my jam. It's not my thing.
You know what? We don't say dick.
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, we do.
Why couldn't we?
If I'm in the room, we do.
So I played curling once in my life, and I really sucked at it.
Oops.
Sorry, I did not do well at it.
Okay.
I find the slidey thing hard.
Isn't that the point of the game? The slidey thing,
What's the slidey thing?
Well,
throwing the rocks.
Oh, sliding. Okay.
you know, I'm like, I should have been wearing a helmet.
Well, I mean, it's a good idea to first practice a split squat.
Listen, I don't even know what that means.
Okay. That's the position you're in when you're doing the slidey thing.
Because I'm a former. I want you to eat, so I'm gonna just talk. If that's okay.
That's the politest way I've ever been told to keep quiet.
Oh no! Please don't.
Go ahead. I'm just joking.
I don't quiet it, Douglas. I used to do the splits.
I used to be able to do that too.
Never could.
Hockey goalie. So
Well,
didn't want to pull a groin. You've done that. You do that once, you don't ever want to do it again.
Well, I was the only. I've told this before.
Yes. Oh, yes. Brace yourselves for this story, folks.
Okay.
I was the most improved rookie on the shittiest gymnastics team in Kitchener-Waterloo, but I could do the splits, and I also sort of broke my vagina on the beam.
Yeah.
But so I did. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it really, really hurt. But I could do.
The only reason you didn't hear anything from me is because my mouth was full.
No, but so this was the level of coaching that we had. Like, the woman who was coaching us, Graves, would go between gymnastics in the gym and volleyball in the other gym, and she was doing both at once. So honor to Graves. And anyway, I could do a round off back handspring. I could do a off the pommel horse. I could do a flippity flip thing.
A flippity flip thing. Is that what they call it in gymnastics? The flippity flip?
Yes. And I could do
the flippity flip.
I could do an aerial. And I'll tell you, my best performance ever was I did a floor routine with a record player playing a song.
And it skipped?
Yep, and it skipped. And I froze. And I was just like, let's keep going. So, yeah, so I just kept going. Anyway, gymnastics was like a huge, huge learning opportunity. I'm really grateful that I had it. And yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. Like, I didn't know I had physical athletic abilities until I took gymnastics. And yeah.
Why'd you stop?
Well, I guess I aged out.
Yep.
That happens.
Yeah.
And back then, aging out happened way younger than it does
right.
today.
You're 17. Get the hell out.
Gymnastics was like that back then.
Oh, yeah. Well, Nadia Comaneci was, 14 when she set all her records back in 76?
That is exactly who inspired me.
Yep.
Nadia Comaneci. I'm just like, I watched her and I'm like, she was a perfect 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely...
I was in Montreal when that happened. We were watching it.
Seriously?
Yeah, we were at my aunt and uncle's place, and we were watching gymnastics live because the Montreal Olympics. We were in Montreal, and when she hit the perfect 10 on the uneven parallel bars, we are all like, 1? Geez, that was a better score than 1 because the scoreboard didn't go as high as 10.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
phenomenal. You know what I really, really did not do well at was the parallel bars. Like I could not do anything on the parallel bars.
What are you looking for?
Cutlery.
Oh, cutlery. Yeah, there's none here. We'll have to go
Yep.
get some.
Okay.
But yeah, like the parallel bars were very challenging. Like I couldn't even do a swing. Like I
I'll go get
was
that.
like not good at it.
Wow.
Did I disappear? Ooh.
Careful now. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, you got a cord there. It's wrapping around your head. There you go. All right, you're good.
But
All right.
yeah, no, like
Get you back in the shot there, babe.
no, that's all right. But on the mat, I was okay. Like I was pretty good at handstands and
And handstands and
split stands.
what's a split stand?
You're gonna have to Google that, babe.
Oh, okay. I'll Google that up later then. A split stand. I've never heard of that before. I don't know why our other camera's not working. I'm disappointed. I wanted 2 cameras,
No, that's okay.
and it always works, and today it chose not to. I might have to get a new cable. I think it's a bad cable. I don't know. Yeah, stuff happens. What can I say?
But you know what? So one of my good friends, Brent, from Waterloo, like his sister,
I've not met this man.
he's awesome.
I'll take your word for it. I'm sure he is.
His sister was so good at gymnastics. Like I was just like blown away. Like she could do like double, triple flips on the beam. Like she was just phenomenal. She was like A plus 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 class of Waterloo. So she
Cool.
represented
Team Canada?
Kitchener Waterloo.
Oh, just K-Dub. Okay.
Just the K-Dubs.
K-Dubs. Fair enough. Yeah. You get all squared away there, sir?
Yep.
Okay, careful there. You got to do the limbo twist.
There's a man in a sparkly green hat that's sitting right next to me. I'm afraid he's going to die.
And there we go. I appear all over again. See how I do that?
It's interesting. I don't know how you do that. It's kind of cool.
Hey, I'm still bendy at this age.
Well,
I can do it.
I'm getting a bit of a chill. I might have to put my sweater on.
The temperature has gone down.
Yeah, and it's dark out. I'm looking out the window now. I'm like, it's dark out. Yeah, okay, because it's 4:30.
Dun dun dun.
4:30 and it's dark out. Yes, it's that time of year, friends.
Thank you so very much.
All set.
Thanks. Yes. Hopefully the extra little chipotle sauces will arrive too, and that'll be absolutely perfect from this point on. Well,
Chipotle.
everyone, since my beer has arrived, please, if you have a beverage, whether
Sociable.
it be potent or not,
Sociable.
raise your glasses. Sociable.
Yeah.
There we go. Cling, cling, cling.
Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ring, ring, ring went the bell.
Zing, zing, zing when my heartstrings.
I don't know. I just know the 2 lines. That's it.
Yeah, I only know the first 3. So.
You got me beat.
I'm only slightly gayer than you are.
That was a good one.
Thank you
My
so
mouth was open. My mouth was open.
That's for me. Thanks. There we go. This is the goodness. See, the thing is that the burger itself is absolutely wonderful, as you can see. It has chicken, has some bacon, and
avocado.
avocado and lettuce,
Damn,
tomato,
that's
and
a
all that
huge
good
meal.
stuff. But
You need the
This.
chipotle sauce.
this is the gold. This is the stuff that I put in my bathtub and I do laps in.
That was way too much information.
We share. We're in our 4th season by now. They shouldn't. If the kids don't know yet that I overshare.
What was that line from? What was that movie? Rat Race. Which is clip your toenails while in a hot tub of Pepto Bismol. And then like she's like, well, that cost $1,000, and all these people jump up. They're betting on how much the escort would charge them to do all these outlandish things.
I'm sorry, what?
The movie Rat Race. It's a movie. Yeah, never mind.
They're on a weird type of scavenger hunt or something like that.
It's kind of like it's a mad world.
Yeah.
So it was basically a modern version of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say, sometimes, Paul, I have no idea what you're talking about, including what you just said.
I was talking about a movie.
No, it was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I think that's you don't mean that?
No, I do. I have no idea the reference.
Sponsored by Carl's Jr.
Oh God, who was in it? Damn, I can see the poster from the movie.
Oh, it was a huge ensemble cast.
I know, that's what I mean. I can't remember who it was. I was like really surprised when it came. I'm surprised it didn't do it. I thought it was going to do really well. It didn't stay in the theaters very long.
No.
I don't know why, but it's. I remember
it's become a bit of a cult film.
Yeah, because I think like if I remember correctly, everybody who was anybody at that
Cuba
time
Gooding
was
Jr.
in it.
I'm sorry, Cuba de Cabre?
Cuba Gooding Jr. You remember him from Jerry Maguire? Show
No.
me the money.
So
I was just
2000.
messing with you.
Oh, okay.
So 2001. So Rowan Atkinson, who famous from Mr. Bean, John Cleese, famous from Monty Python, Whoopi Goldberg, Cuba Gooding Jr., Breckin Meyer, Seth Green, John Lovitz, Kathy Najimy, Dean Cain.
Yeah, it was huge.
Wayne Knight.
With John Lovett's character, they go to the Barbie Museum. And they're like, Barbie Museum? Awesome. Klaus Barbie. They were a bunch of Nazis in Nevada. Yeah. Klaus Barbie.
Oh, God.
The Barbie Museum.
So hard
And the daughter's like, the Barbie Museum? Let's go. Okay, darling, we'll go. And it's John Lovitz, right? And he's like, yeah.
I don't want to lie. I do have a Barbie camper in my basement.
Yeah, and we have one in my living room right next to the studio that the dog occasionally sleeps in.
Do you want to talk about how big your Barbie tent is? Like, not to brag.
Well, you could lie down in it.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's that big. You've seen it. It's right next to the studio. Yeah, it's right next to the studio.
I don't think I've seen the Barbie tent.
I can't miss it.
Oh my gosh, Douglas, you have to see it. So I didn't realize it was like, so we, many of you know Lola. And she's from shelter, and we were not going to put her in a cage.
They said you should put her in a crate, and I was like, nope, not happening. No. She spent too much of her time in shelter. That it'd just be traumatic for her.
So I ordered a Barbie tent.
There it is.
Walmart.
You can see it right there.
Are you going to put it?
That,
no. Oh my gosh! Can you put it on screen, Babe?
Well, I can't put it on screen, but I can put this up so you can see. You can sort of see her Barbie tent there next to the studio, and she's just making a bed for herself on the couch right now.
So,
is that live?
Yeah, it's a live feed. Yeah.
So I ordered a Barbie tent.
Where are the humans?
And I thought it was like 3 feet by 2 feet, and anyway, it wasn't.
No, not at all. No, it's huge. It's like 6 feet long. I could probably lie down in it.
It's actually a 2-bedroom Barbie tent.
Yes. It's supposed to be a Malibu Barbie RV, I think, is what it is.
Okay.
So I'm like...
Well, it came with a pool, and it was like... the pool that came with it was... You put balls in it, so it was like a ball pit.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
we never set that part up.
Could you say the other word?
The ball pit? I don't know why that's so funny.
Oh, Douglas gets it. So anyway, we totally refigured Paul's
apartment
to put the Barbie tent in.
Yeah, not kidding. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a liquor cabinet there, pulled that out when I got the bar in, so we got rid of the liquor cabinet. And I built the studio and then put the Barbie tent right next to it.
So I was like, because you know what? Everybody, it's a long day without a laugh, as my grandmother would say, who's passed. But, and like, Paul, a year and a half ago, did you ever expect that you'd have two bitches and a Barbie tent?
No, 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 I did not.
Two bitches in a Barbie tent.
And like,
And a
he's
partridge
like,
in a pear
no.
tree, I guess.
I'm
And a
like,
beer on my knee.
I'm like, I'm sorry, and you're welcome.
I'm sorry, and you're welcome.
5 golden toques.
Jeez. Oh, they're laughing about
Beer
Rat
on my
Race
knee.
here. That Hitler staff car scene is hilarious.
Yeah. Klaus Barbie. Yeah. Barbie Museum. Barbie Museum, let's go. Klaus Barbie.
Kit the anti-corporatist says, Bridget, if you haven't seen it, it's a worthy watch.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Andy. I'm sorry, I'm not on the chat because
Yeah, no worries.
technology's hard. But thank you for your comment. And if you'd like a Barbie tent, I got one for you.
Ooh, Auntie also asked, does Bridget have a show? Because she's hilarious.
Yeah, she does on Friday evenings. Didn't have one last night, though.
No,
It kind of got preempted. It wasn't intentional. It just sort of happened that way.
you know what? Thank you so much for that kind comment. I really appreciate that.
Oh, and Mr. Grizzly, Miss Shadika says, so apparently Sparty Pants Mateo made a YouTube account and made his first ever video. He says it's more like a short. It's all about Lego. I'll send the link to Paul because Mateo asked.
Okay, you send me the link. I won't be able to show it today, unfortunately, because we can stream to YouTube, but we can't watch YouTube. It's blocked by the Wi-Fi in the pub for good reason. You'd also chew up all the bandwidth, right? So
may I just send a little bit of love to Mr. Mateo?
Sure.
Yes.
Just did.
Yeah, I just did because I actually don't have any rules.
So you're talking. So the anti-corporatist
And Miss S and Mo, thank you. I really appreciate your support.
Well, the anti-corporate is talking about how they steal Hitler's car in the film. Well, I got something to tell you that you might be surprised to learn. At the National War Museum here in Ottawa, in LeBreton Flats in downtown Ottawa, they actually have one of Hitler's cars.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, legitimately do. It's not a joke. They actually do. So yeah, a little bit of history for you there.
Okay, this is slightly lopsided because one side's like
Okay.
this.
That's a huge burger, man.
The other side is like this.
Okay, I'm not going to make a huge burger comment.
I'm going to have to unhinge.
Yeah.
So,
which my people can do.
Oh, stop it. Stop.
So I have. I'm sorry, this is getting ridiculous. As you know, I have like 18 friends named Jen. One of them is called. I have to give them all nicknames because there's
18
a lot
friends
of
named
them.
Jen, 17.
So I know several Jennifers. One of them happens to be the name of my sister. So I'll be talking with Bridget and I go, so Jen. And she goes, which one? I'm like, okay. From here on out for the rest of your life, when I say Jen, I'm talking about my sister. Otherwise, it's Jen and the surname is attached. She's like, oh, okay.
And
Oddly enough, with me and my Beaver sweetie, it's Paul's.
Oh, really?
There are so many Pauls in my life.
These are the Pauls I know. These are the Pauls I know.
thank you for the lead. I'm like, I actually made my own version of the song. These are the gens I know. These are the gens I know.
Boom, boom.
They all come from their own. They all have their own hands, and they come from different moms. That's from Kids in the Hall. These are the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know. Dave Dombrowski. I don't really know him. These are the Daves I know. It's kind of a funny song. I mean, the video is pretty funny. It used to be played regularly on Much Music because it was technically Canadian content, right?
Yes.
Well,
so
it's still a great song. I think my version is half as good.
Crush your head.
These are the gens I know. These are the gens I know. Some of them are Jennifers and some of them are Jens. Two of them are Jennifer Ann's, and they both have red heads. They do. They have red hair.
I'm sure they do.
That's it. That's
And
all.
then there is a Jenny. She is a lovely penny.
Um, these are the Daves I know.
Her
That's gonna be in
number
my
is
head for the rest of the day.
8675309.
Oh, stop it. Jenny.
My favorite penny.
No, it's the 8675309. That was Jenny. That was the name of the girl in
Yep.
the song.
Oh no! Yeah, I know that song.
8675309. Yeah.
Jenny, I got your number. Who's the band? What's the name of the band?
Oh, that's
Oh,
one-hit wonders, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tommy Two-Tone.
Very good. And who sang
Oh,
Come On
winner.
Eileen?
Winner, winner, chicken
That
dinner.
one, I know that one. That one I know.
Okay.
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
I learned this week, apparently the song Runner by Manfred Mann's Earth Band was written by a Canadian guy named Ian Thomas. I think it was Kit Cassidy.
Ian Thomas, yeah, familiar with him.
And the song's actually about Terry Fox.
I've never heard that. No, I never heard the song. I mean,
Yeah. No, you've heard it.
Yeah.
Through the night, bump, bump through the dawn.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That was
As
Manfred
it's
Mann?
Underneath the moonlight.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, Manfred's band. Not Manfred. Well, I don't know if he was Manfred Mann before, and then he had a band.
Well, there was Manfred Mann in the '60s, then it was Manfred's Mann Dangerous Earth Band.
Yeah.
And they covered "Blinded by the Light" by Bruce Springsteen.
Yes.
And actually, a
That's
lot of
what
people
they
get
did.
mad when I
Mostly
say this,
mostly
but they
they
made
did
it a
covers.
better song.
Yes. And they
'Cause-
mostly did covers.
Yeah,
Manfred Mann's
and
cover.
if you've ever read the lyrics to "Blinded by the Light" by Bruce Springsteen, you're like, what the hell was Bruce smoking that day? Because the lyrics make no bloody sense whatsoever. They're just nonsensical.
Listen, I thought we weren't going political.
It's music.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
It was a joke.
jeez.
Okay, we have to talk about Pat Benatar.
Please.
Some lady music.
Sure.
Love her. She finally got
I'm gonna put you in the
finally
shot,
got
'cause-
inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
I'm going to put you in the shot because I got to
Like-
jump out for a minute while I
Okay.
along with her husband.
go
of
see
course.
a man about a horse.
They've been together forever.
Whoops.
Okay.
There's a post.
I
They
didn't
both
know
got the
that.
nomination. Yeah, together.
Honestly, like that woman is incredible.
Well, she's got a 5-octave range. Her mother was a classical singer, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. That's where she kind of got it from. But yeah, she's got a 5-octave range. If she wants to, she can really
Seriously?
go. Yeah. She's stunning. That's why she was like so good at rock, because she could, the heartbreaker. She could just like slide up and down
How
like
do
that.
you,
if she wanted.
like honestly, your love is like a tidal wave.
Right? Yes, and if you haven't listened to her True Blue album, her blues album, True Blue, you have not
No,
listened to Pat
actually-
Benatar yet.
I have not.
Oh, you have to.
Okay, because I have one of her albums, but honestly, like between her and Blondie. Okay, Blondie was like
Right.
she's not a great singer, but
She doesn't have 5 octaves, but
yeah, but Pat Benatar,
she does very well with what she got.
Like
What
she
has.
rocked my bones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, she's I liked her from the get-go. I mean, there's an age at which you start becoming conscious of music and then conscious of certain artists, and there's certain artists you come across later. But I think it was probably 84-ish
Oh yeah.
that I first heard of her, because Love is a Battlefield, which
Oh.
was a really good song. And that was unique because rock artists didn't really dance. And there's a whole choreography scene in that video where she danced. There was one guy once who danced. His name was Billy Squire. He did a song named Rock Me Tonight, which I actually liked. But apparently his career just completely tanked as a result because he was a guy who danced in the
Really?
video like this, and they didn't buy it. A rocker who danced. But she did, and it was like Love is a Battlefield was just, I mean, it's like a perfect song. It's a perfect song. And then, you hear Hit Me With Your Best Shot, and then later on, you discover all the songs that came from before, right? Heartbreaker and Hell is for Children, like this, that came on previous albums, because she had been recording for a while yet, but I was too young for the music then.
Mhm.
And then later on in life, when she did an album that was called Tropico, and she had that "We Belong" song in it. And I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, like, this is Pat Benatar, because "We Belong" like this. There is not one growl in that song like this, and her voice is really like she pulls back, right? Close your eyes and try to sleep now. I mean, when she's got a 5-octave voice, who can belt, right? She kept it so contained and small, and it was just gorgeous. The video was fantastic. She had the choir of kids in it on top of that at the end. I mean, just all the layers to that song. That was so perfect, but that was such a departure for me from what I knew for her.
Mm.
And then my favorite song of hers, which is probably nobody else's favorite song, but because it was popular, but was from a movie that was terrible. There was a movie out there called The Legend of Billie Jean, and she wrote a song called Invincible.
Oh, I don't know that one.
We can't. We can't afford to be innocent. Stand up and face the enemy. It's a do or die situation. We will be invincible. She's just, but that song, like, she's got all, but that one for some reason connected with me. I don't know what it was specifically about that song, but it's far from her biggest hit. But that's like my go-to song. If I listen to her, will be Invincible, and then everything else like this. But she is amazing, and I found it absolutely criminal that it took that long to get her into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Took a long time to get Rush in there too, and they're absolute legends.
Right?
Okay, I'm just gonna say the only woman that I know who likes Rush is my friend Karen.
Is her name Ragunandam? Okay.
Karen from Billy. I'm like, Karen, Rush is terrible. Anyway, Paul has converted me. Don't be mad.
No, she's
That's
converted.
that's like on the Goldbergs. Remember that?
But like,
yeah.
Lainey didn't like Rush, and then the guy in the class who likes him gets her to listen to it, and like, and her whole world expands all of a sudden.
like I'm still on the struggle bus with Rush, but I'm like, all right, you like it, I like it. Wow.
Well, if you listen to Rush on my sound system,
No, Geddy Lee is like, okay, he does have an and Neil Peart. Like, I'm sorry, I would just listen to it for Neil Peart. There,
Well,
how was that for geeking out?
he's the greatest drummer that ever lived.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
obviously,
Arguably the greatest
except
drummer.
for the Led Zeppelin guy.
John Bonham was good, but I was more of a Buddy Rich fan than John Bonham.
Sorry, I just geeked out.
Uh.
I just duded it out big time.
You did do that. I keep hearing rumors that Led Zeppelin's coming out with a new record. I'm like,
Oh, I would love that.
really? It's called Rain of Fire. I haven't seen it anywhere. I just keep hearing these rumors. They're going to come out with a new record and do a tour this summer, apparently. I'll believe it when I see it. Until then, it's just a rumor. I don't think it's going to happen.
It's a rumor. I would like to believe it.
Well, yeah.
That would be.
Well,
Oof.
Springsteen played here a few weeks ago, and
Right.
so I wanted to go, but he was supposed to play a year ago, and he got sick, and he had to cancel.
Right.
So it was postponed for a year. The cheapest tickets I could find were $400 each in the nosebleeds. So I was like, no, that's not happening. If I wanted to sit on the floor, yes, that's more than what I pay in rent. And I'm not even making it up. It's like more than my rent. I'm like, this is absurd. He sold his catalog for what, 600 or 700 million? So like, why?
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually not him. It's Ticketmaster.
Mm.
That's who it is.
Yep.
They charge whatever they can.
Yep. I didn't know you had sold his entire catalog.
Yeah, Neil Young sold half of his catalog for 400 or 500 million. I think, didn't Bob Dylan sell a chunk of his catalog as well?
I think so too, yeah. And everybody was surprised.
Yeah. Hey, making money.
Well, can we talk about Sugar Mountain? Because that is the best Neil Young song ever.
You Can't Be 20 on Sugar Mountain.
I'm sorry.
He wrote that when he was 19. He was 19 years old when he wrote that.
We can argue about this, but
More than Keep on Rocking in the Free World? Or
Oh,
Harvest
yeah.
Moon?
No,
Sugar Mountain?
it's much better.
Okay.
Much better.
okay, I'll give you that. But he also has he has 2 children who have physical disabilities.
Yeah, that's where he founded
Oh, I
the
didn't
bridge
know
school. Yeah, he founded the bridge school.
Mm.
And I don't know. He's a pretty good dude.
Well, he left his wife after 40 years for Daryl Hannah.
Okay, except for
How
that.
did I not know that
I
either?
didn't know that either.
Yeah, they've been together for a few years now.
Well,
Not a pairing I would think of. So Daryl Hannah, the mermaid from Splash,
Mhm.
is with Neil Young.
Well, they're both quite left.
Yeah.
So that-
Yeah. It just I didn't see that happening is all.
I mean,
No, not at all.
sometimes women fall for men with scrunkly beards.
Yeah, sometimes that does happen.
Don't ask her how she knows.
Born to live on Sugar Mountain. I got to do it with Neil Young though. Born to live on Sugar Mountain.
That was terrible.
It was meant to be terrible.
And I'll just say, so sometimes one of the things Paul and I enjoy doing is just singing on his couch, and he's like I'm trying really hard, and he's like, "You're very twangy." I'm like, okay,
You should slide over a little bit more so you're actually in frame.
Yes.
all right. Well,
There we go.
he's like, he's like, you can do Iris, you can do Iris Dement.
Can do who?
Iris Dement, she's a American singer.
Okay.
But yeah, then he's like, I try to sing other things, and he's like, no, you don't do that very well. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. And he's like, fuck you.
Well, you gotta know your range, man. You gotta know your range.
I'm just eating my burger.
You just eat your burger. Anyway, I think it's hilarious. But Iris Dement is beautiful, and she is one of the favorite singers of my stepdad. My stepdad's in hospital right now. He's waiting for a heart procedure.
Oh no.
Oh, he hasn't had the procedure yet. Oh,
No, he's on the waiting list. So when I hear Iris Dement or when I sing her, and I really thank you, Paul, honestly, like when I sing Iris Dement, it's for him.
Is it without prying too much a routine thing? Or?
It's a minor.
Mine? Okay. And I don't want to pry too much,
Oh no,
especially
that's
here.
okay. Don't worry about it. I don't mind talking about it. It's an aortal blockage,
But okay.
so it's considered a minor procedure. But he's 82, and you know.
Hmm.
So I had a. Now I'm going to talk about soup. I talked to
And
my
also, and all surgery comes with risk. So.
yeah, like they're putting him under, right? So
This is a no soup zone.
You know what? I don't care for your soup rules.
It's tattoo time.
No, I'm not like
Those who know. I won't go into it.
he's under great care. He's gonna be fine, but he is 82. He's going under anesthesia, and this is like the loveliest person. Like he's in like the top 5 men that I know. 2 of them are sitting beside me.
Did you hear that?
We're 2 of the top 5.
Did you hear that?
Hold on. Could
Write
you
that
say
down.
that a little louder? Right into this thing.
They're 2 of the top 5 that I know.
Yeah.
These are the gentlest men I know. So, thank you.
You heard it here first.
You've heard it. You just heard it.
Breaking news.
There we go. The applause.
Me public.
Anyway, he's going to be fine. He's going to
Good.
charge through it. He's like, I called my mom this morning, and he was just like sitting in his robe eating shitty hospital food. And he's like, it's not
He'll
that
be
bad.
fine. He'll be fine. Oh. Okay, if he's eating shitty hospital food and he's going, it's not that bad, take his temperature because something's up.
So now I'm going to talk about soup. So I'm like, Mom.
Did he eat the soup?
Well, I asked my mom, I'm like, could you make maybe you could make him, because my mom's like a little, distraught, and I'm like, could you make him some avgolemeno, which is a Greek soup with rice and lemon, and it's his favorite. And I'm like, could you take him some of that to the hospital? And she's like, I'm on it.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Nice.
Because she needed a task.
Ah.
Yeah, you got
Your
to
mind
keep
off
busy.
the ruminating.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and especially if you're worried about someone you love.
Yeah,
Yes.
and my dad had the carotid artery done this past summer. They thought he had a stroke. Turned out it wasn't a stroke. He's fine, but
Okay.
they had to clear the artery because they had a blockage. So he's good now. Yeah, he's good.
Good. I'm glad.
Well, what time are we? We're 5:00,
Yep.
and I don't know about you, but I'm starting to run out of gas. I'm a little tired,
Okay.
and we have to go to a party later this evening. So I think we're going to start to wind it up, if that is amenable. If you're amenable to that.
Sure thing. Just going to look through here through the chat to see if the kids had any other couple of things to add before we left. So after the auntie asked if Bridget had a show because she's hilarious. Let's see who else. What else have we got here? Lori Sue. Hi there. Thanks for joining
How's
us
it going?
today. Said Mademoiselle Fox. I too pulled a groin muscle dancing in a gay bar circa 1976. Discomania splits were involved as well.
In San Francisco.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Caitlin M. Lori Sue, if you're going to do it, might as well do it in the most fun way possible. It was in San Francisco, which was even more fun. Apropos nothing, Miss Shadika has stuffed peppers in the oven. Threw that in there. The anti-corporatist. My dad and my stepmom's neighbor's eldest daughter was ranked like 6th in the state of California in gymnastics, but she hated it. I actually turned both her and her sister onto lacrosse, and they both ended up playing both in high school and college. Again,
Well, I think
lacrosse.
if you want to get your knee broken, lacrosse is a great way to do it. Anyway, thanks, Lori Sue. Thanks, everybody.
Toronto Dan, has it been really 4 years? Yeah, we're in our 4th season. So by the next April, we will have completed 4 full years as a show. Let's see, what else do we have? The anti-corporatist, the Hitler staff car scene is hilarious. That's the movie again. So that's 3 recommendations now.
Okay, that's on the watch list for sure. Thank you.
Let's see, what else do we have? Anti-corporatist. Actually, I know someone who would love a Barbie tent. Linda M goes, my husband is Dave. Elaine. This was probably as I was about to take a bite of my sandwich. And now, for something completely out of character, Douglas is going to inhale a bunch of meat.
I got nothing.
If Paul's shaking his head, I approve. Way to go, Kit Elaine. 25 Beaver points for you. Merry Christmas. Don't spend them all in the same place. I can put that. It's like, next time I eat a hamburger, now watch me inhale a bunch of meat. Totally foreign to me and my culture. Okay, let's see. None of us do that. That only happens in the movies. Jeez, oh boy. Glidem, have adored Pat Benatar for what feels like most of my life. That's because you have exceptionally good taste, Glidem. I'll just say that. Of course, I'm not suggesting anything about myself by that. Anti-corporatist. Oh yeah, I forgot Douglas can sing. On some days, yes. Not always.
Every day.
Okay, sorry. Every day I am capable of singing. Just not capable of singing in range and in pitch that everybody wants to hear. Sometimes I need to warm up quite a lot. Is there a jam PubCast scheduled yet? Do we look like we planned that far ahead? Okay. Next. There will be one. We haven't picked the date yet, but there will definitely be one. Cassie, like Neil Young, the best musician to come out of Winnipeg. Burton coming second, then Randy Bachman. That's like a holy trinity right there, Canadian rock and roll. Just what do they put the water in Winnipeg? Seriously, to have produced all of that. Wow. PNC Bio. My mom was unimpressed with the food when she got her hip replaced this fall. Yeah, usually that is the case. And let's see, do we have? Elaine, I am horrible today.
I doubt that.
You fit right in, darling. You fit right in. We were pretty bad to start the show. All right. Candy covered us. You were finding your pitch for a minute there. Yeah, for a minute. It's holding it and maintaining it.
That's the hard part, right?
Apparently, my choir director says that to me too. Apparently, I have a very malleable voice, or acrobatic that goes kind of everywhere, and I don't know how to control it. So, for example, if I'm singing a Celine Dion song, I sing it really well because she goes through several octaves. But if I sing Madonna's Lucky Star, you must be my lucky star, I cannot. I cannot. If the song is just in one octave or just 5 notes all the way through, I cannot sing it. Ooh. Yep, we are okay. Do you need anything else?
Oh.
Yeah,
okay. No worries.
Okay.
No worries.
Thanks.
Yeah, there's a Sens bus for the game tonight, so it gets really, really crowded up front.
So there you go, kids and guys. That's all the stuff that we have here in the chat for you. I guess we have a show.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm like I said, I'm pretty tired, and I got to pack all this up, and then we have to head to a party at 7. So yeah, it's a little after 5. It's going to take me an hour to get this packed up and brought home, and I'll have to take Lola out before we go to the party. So yeah. Okay. I think we'll just call it a day, folks.
Mademoiselle Fox, I think you had something before?
I do have some words of wisdom.
Oh, okay. Then hold those, and I will ask you for them in the extra. All right. One last bite for the cameras, because I know you love to see me eat meat.
Jesus Christ.
What?
I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing.
It's all perfectly innocent.
Yes, yeah. Technically, it's innocent. It was not intended to be innocent.
These people have... I have no idea what motives you are trying to attribute to me, Mr. Grizzly. I swear, it was perfectly innocent. Anyway, kids and cubs, that's the end of this episode of the monthly True North Eager Beaver PubCast, December 2024 edition. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, my mouth is still full. Remember, sharing is caring, and word of mouth is priceless. And you have the mouse, from which we want the good word to come. Particularly in December, spread the good word and spread the beaver. So, what?
Jesus.
What? What'd I say?
Spread the beaver.
What?
I just don't know. I just don't
okay.
know. I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell.
So, please tell your peeps and poops all about us. Now, if you don't want to miss an episode, guess what? You don't have to. Thanks to the Ray Girl. And I'm now choking on my burger bun. Because I laugh too much. Because of the Ray Girl. She sponsors our pod page. Now, remember, if you want to get there and you happen to be watching Mr. Grizzly, I'm sure we'll put up a QR code for you to scan so that you can get to our pod page and click subscribe. But if you are listening, well, you won't be listening in audio because we don't have audio versions. So just scan the QR code. I don't have to tell you what the address is. Just scan it. But podpage.com/The True North Eager Beaver, lowercase letters with a hyphen between each one of those words. And when you go there, thanks to the Ray Girl, when we have something fresh off the bandwidth for our podcasts, they come directly to you. Now, if you would like to support us in other ways, you need to be naughty like Kit Elaine and not surf yourself, but slide yourself on down to the True North Eager Beaver Media Incorporated YouTube page, where we have 3 buttons if you're into threesomes.
Jesus Christ.
What? We were talking about them. Like, share, and subscribe. Well, I guess if you click them, it becomes a foursome. But anyway, I was never good at math. So just click the buttons. And if you
You're not getting served whiskey again, sir.
It's your own damn fault. You served me dark booze.
I didn't. She did.
I broke Mademoiselle Fox, by the way. If
I know that.
you could actually see what's going on at the set. She's like doubled over and just very giggly and convulsing.
Mhm.
So yes, go down to our YouTube page and click like, share, and subscribe, and we can get ourselves a little happy if you do. Thank you very much.
Go down on the smash button.
Yes.
Go down on the buttons and smash. Okay. Now, if you would like to support us in other ways,
Jesus Christ Almighty! I swear to God, someday I just don't fucking know what's going on.
you said yes to doing a show with a gay
Yes,
guy.
yeah.
This is what you get. So-
Yeah, yeah. I walked into it. I knew.
So if you would like to support us in other ways, because it is the holiday season, and one of the most important things to do during it this time is to make sure you keep your Beaver moist. So if you would like to keep your if you would like to make sure that the global beaver population remains moist throughout the holidays, please
Jesus Christ Almighty!
find it in your hearts to open up your little wallets and find some coinage. Some of the coins actually do have a beaver on it, by the way.
There's a nickel does. Yeah.
Yes. But if you would like to drop some of those coins in our moistness bucket
Oh my God!
to ensure that we can
Called
get through
Keep
the
Paul's rent paid bucket right now.
to ensure that we can get through the holidays. And
Christ Almighty.
please, the QR code by Mr. Grizzly's unimpressed face right now will bring you to our coffee page. That is coffee, ko-fi.com/eagerbeaver, lowercase letters, all in one word. And there, if you're able to make a contribution to our Beaver Moistness Fund, also known as our Emergency Hydration Fund, also known as a tip jar, then you can make sure. I'm sorry, I can't get through this. You can make sure that we have what is necessary to keep on bringing this wonderfully educational and totally family appropriate show to you. 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, and a couple of special shows where we're a little naughtier in the
A
morning.
little. Jesus.
Oh God, I gotta pee so bad now.
Don't pee on the banquette, please.
My abs are so sore.
I would appreciate it if you didn't pee on the banquette.
Okay, I will do my best to not be on the bucket. So, coffee, ko-fi.com/eagerbeaver, lowercase letters, all in one word. If you would like to spread some Christmas cheer our way, we would be very, very grateful for your contribution. Now, if you're not able to contribute financially, remember the gift of your attention. Look at it. It really matters. It's the one that matters the most to us. And your participation, of course. And we love to hear from you. TrueNorthEagerBeaver@gmail.com is our email address. And remember, Kids and Cubs, we also have our audience participation thing. We're looking to do our year-end review shows. So if you have any thoughts on who is the most, the best or the worst, most underrated or most overrated politician or news story for this year, either internationally, nationally, provincially, or provincially, territorially, or municipally, please send us your thoughts on that at truenortheagerbeaver@gmail.com. Please write your own review in the subject line to make it easier to find your
Is that a word, municipally?
Probably not. Yeah, because it's internationally,
Yeah.
internationally, provincially, federally and at the municipal level.
Yeah. But I just thought it was I'm like, we could say that and make it a new word. It's perfectly cromulent.
Yes. Ooh, hell.
That was from The Simpsons.
Wow.
Embiggens. Is that really a word? It's perfectly cromulent. They made 2 words up for the show.
Wow.
Embiggens and cromulent. Yeah.
Nice. So please, she's actually like moving further away from us as we keep doing this. So yes, please, any contribution that you can make is great, particularly with our year-end review, whatever you can contribute, because you help make our show better, and we do value your contributions. If you want to write to us as well, you can reach us at our Blue Sky Beaver Lodge at True Eager on the shitter, at Twitter, also at True Eager, and our Facebook page, True North Eager Beaver, which is our original site. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube with the rest of the damn fam, you can leave some comments down in the comments section. We do read everything, even though we can't get back to everybody, especially not in rapid time sometimes. I guess that's everything, because it's not the political show. So
not a political show.
We don't have to do I know that Miss
I don't know where she went.
To do some words of wisdom. But maybe she'll be back for the Easter egg. Mr. Grizzly, do you have some words of wisdom today?
Yeah, don't drink and drive. We're at the pub. Have fun, enjoy yourself, but don't hurt anybody in the process. And that's especially important at this time of the year when you're going to a lot of social functions where alcohol is almost always involved. So just, take an Uber or a Lyft, call a cab, get a lift with a friend. Just don't put yourself in a dangerous situation where you could be harmed or somebody else could be harmed.
Remember, moderation tastes better.
Yeah, okay, sure. I don't think I've ever heard that before. But...
It's in French. They say la modération a bien meilleur goût.
Oh, okay.
So it's a literal translation here. All right, kits and cubs, that's all we got. So, Mr. Grizzly, I think it might be time to cue the cock, and hopefully Miss Bridget will be back.
Except there's no cock for this one.
And as Mr. Grizzly reminded me, I am cockless. Miss Bridget, do you have some... You said you had some words of wisdom.
I just don't know what to fucking call this.
Okay, first of all, I'm not...
Wait. There you go. Get close to your mic.
You get close to your mic.
I am close to my mic.
I just want to say, happy holidays, everybody. Don't drink and drive. And if you have to laugh, laughter is the best medicine. I have not laughed so hard in a year as I have with Douglas. So laugh every day, dance in your kitchen. Peace out.
Okay.
Remember, don't drink and drive. Drive, then drink.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. Makes sense to me. All right, we'll see you Monday morning. Take care.
Bye.